Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Do y'all prefer eating Crytox 205 or HXT BDZ? Crytox is cheaper. Hi, Alex in chat. How are you doing today? What's up, lady? How are you guys all doing today? Bro, look at those fingers. I know, I double type like this real fast, dude. What do you think of the keyboard called the DK68? I have not seen that particular one. Also, Emma Wake, how you doing? Rafi, how you doing? Which one's the DK68, Icky? Those keycaps, honestly, I've been really vibing with this whole aesthetic of this board. The Dune 65 is slowly becoming one of my favorites lately. I don't know what it is. It's just real nice. I really like it. The BD60 came yesterday. Thank you again for the giveaway. Potato, I hope you like it, dude. I think everyone's giveaways has been shipped except for one person who has not answered me at all, and I'm gonna attempt to ship it to them with the address they gave me this Tuesday. I really hope it's correct. Well, it's an international shipment, and if you guys don't already know this, sometimes international shipments, like, there's a lot of addresses for this place. I forget the country of origin, but it's like, it's such a long address that I can't fit it into the one address line. That's where I think it's a little problematic. So I'm going to try breaking it up into two addresses. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, I'm only allowed a certain character limit. So I'm a little nervous to ship it. Plus, it's real expensive to ship. And I've been waiting for a response, but I just don't think they're seeing their Discord DMs. But I'll attempt. I'll give it the attempt. I'll give it an old try. Bro, that happens all the time. Scares me too. Yeah, it's just it's a lot of, I guess where they're from, it's all in one line or something towards that effect. And I just want to see if I can break it up for them, but I don't know. It'd suck for the board to be shipped to the wrong address. I know, that's what I'm scared about, because it's like a $90 shipment. That's what I'm super scared about. By the way, since you're talking about giveaways, I've ordered the HMX KD200 film switches for the Leo 80. Ooh, been really enjoying the keyboard. Dude, Nex was one of two people where I think USPS, or it could have been Canada Post, just like tossed their packages. And I think Nex is one of the two people who had their packages like destroyed, which is a little unfortunate and makes me want to reevaluate how I'm shipping these things, which is always a gamble too because they open up these things. So, enjoying the sounds of keyboard stream and rain. Ooh, the rain must be nice today. Kind of new to your streams. I've always wondered. When watching YouTube videos, what do you type when you try the sound? I type basically this over and over again. Oops. Mind you, there's typos, but basically it's just like this over and over and over and over again. It's typos in that. You guys can copy paste that. I don't give a shit. But like, it's just what I do over and over again. I don't know, it gives me a nice cadence. The other reason why I just do the same thing over and over again, sometimes I just do this. Sometimes it's just literally spam like this. But I just feel like it gives me a nice cadence and it can, reflect. I mean, I feel like when I look back, that's how it sounds when I'm actually typing like real words. Yeah, and if I can get a nice cadence going where it's like, this is the same as the next one, as the future ones and the past ones, then everyone can have a good baseline of what to expect for like typing speeds. I don't know, just what I think. By the way, thank you so much, Lion. I appreciate the sub, by the way. Thank you so much for the tier 1. Okay, let me explain some stuff today. What's going on? I'm pretty sure I already told you guys. It's in the everyone tag. I think I put it on the server, right? Did I put it on the right server? Oh, geez. Okay, what I'm going to be doing is a month-long thing of giveaways, okay? I'll be posting the majority of the September schedule tomorrow. Today is a little off just because today's Sunday and the schedule is already up, but tomorrow we'll have the whole entire schedule of when I'm going to be streaming. Every stream is going to be one keyboard giveaway. I'm not going to do 20 boards in one day. I feel like two things. It burns me out having to do that stuff. I feel like it's also not fun for people who just can't come one day and didn't just lose out on the chance of getting stuff. And I feel it's a little bit, it's a little bit, I don't know, it's just a lot in one day. Like, to ask for subathon stuff and event stuff. I feel like this way, I feel like normally we get a few subs from resubs every day too, so it can kind of balance itself out. Plus, yeah, I feel like a giveaway a day is kind of fun. So there's gonna be some rules, as I mentioned. One winner per month. Like, if you win for the month of September, you can only win one giveaway, as I posted in the rules there. This is supposed to be fun. Please treat it as something fun. There's gonna be some really awesome stuff we're gonna be giving away, and just, I feel like everything's pretty awesome, to be honest. For example, today, and we'll do this when we hit the goal, if we hit the goal, this is the keyboard we're giving away, the Daring Run Flip. This is today's giveaway unit, with some beautiful ice sendal switches. Anti-atom rule. Yeah. So, and again, just to be transparent with you guys too, the majority of the sub cost is going to be going towards shipping and cost of goods for shipping. Like I've told you guys, Gurn, thank you so much for the 5 tier ones, dude. Like I've said to you guys before, shipping stuff isn't cheap. I'm going to be covering all that. So if you're a winner in any country, even if it costs $150, I'm shipping that out to you. I've also purchased the majority of parts. I think today might be one of the only ones where the parts that I purchased here are actually rather cheap. Some of them are going to be prototype units. So, you know, sometimes that was my compensation for streaming, was just being allowed to keep something. Sometimes I purchased everything about the keyboard. So ultimately, I just want to be transparent. This is more for you guys. The subs are just to help me cover some of the shipping costs, so it's not like minus $2,000 for the month for me. Every day is going to be giveaway day in September. Every single day I stream will be a giveaway day. There won't be a day without it. Sometimes there'll be keycaps, sometimes there'll be some other stuff. I've actually picked up a few things I want to give away too, so... Have you heard of a kid who says content creation is harder than a 9-to-5? See, like, I feel like that whole conversation is a little bit tough to say because content creation can be very challenging. Any job can be challenging, depending on how much effort you put into it. So if someone wants to say that, hey, like, I found this job harder than my 9-to-5 job, then, hey, they might be very valid for saying so. It just depends on how much effort you as an individual put into it. There is a lot of effort when it comes to content creation. But again, it's how much you as an individual put into it. For example, I work, and I've talked about this before, I've worked about, I think I work like 10, 12-hour days. And it's fun to me. But, you know, it really depends. Sometimes it feels like no work at all. Sometimes it feels like a shit ton of work. But it just really depends on what you do. Also, Alan, thank you so much, dude. Okay, I have a question for you guys. It's the most niche question ever. Okay, you guys ready for this? So in this place that we're in now, there is a Google Nest, but I think it's like an old Google Nest. I don't think it's like one of the new ones. I have no idea. I've never had a fancy schmancy thermostat thing. The temperature just changes randomly. Like we woke up today and it was set to 21.5 and it was freezing. And then the other day, it just changed. It wasn't even on, but it changed to heating mode. I checked. I even factory reset the thing. It's just old. Like, it was in here, and we decided to use it. But, like, should I just turn it off manually instead of connecting to the phone? I have no idea, dude. No, it's not AC problem. It's just the thermostat itself. Maybe, Plady, we were thinking that too. Like, maybe there's, like, an override for it. I don't think so, because I mean, I did factory reset it. Honestly, I have no idea, guys. Won a great TGR? Ooh, first raffle I've won? Let's go, dude. That's huge. Ooh, that's a good point, too. I don't know. I need to, like, ask and figure out. You can set a temper schedule? Okay, I'll have to figure that out. Change Wi-Fi password again? Okay. I will do all that. Thank you, guys. I heard someone else mention a schedule. I guess I gotta, like, dive deep into the settings here to figure where that is, but do you guys have one? I don't know. It seems like they're so common these days. I've never had anything like this before. This is the first time I've ever had something like this, so you have one? Newer thermostats allow heating/AC provider to adjust for you. Oh, that's interesting too. Yeah, I just kind of prefer regular schmegular. I don't really like this whole smart system here. External sensors in different rooms, it'll adjust based on... Oh, interesting. All right, that's very interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I really like the Nest. I mean, it's cool to see, like, when you're out, being like, oh yeah, the house is just, you know, but like, do I really care? Texas would randomly change the thermostats when we had energy issues. Oh shit, okay. Maybe that's what it is. I mean, that's good info to have. Truly it is. Anyways, I hope you guys had a good Sunday. Well, Saturday rather. Sunday's still going on. Yesterday, guys, I got sucked into watching Lost again. And we got home from running errands and just like, I don't know, we had to do some stuff. Like we had to get some stuff done. It was a long day. I got home and I was like, fuck it. I'm going to make some popcorn and I'm just going to watch a show. And then I ended up watching like 6 hours of Lost. It felt pretty good just chilling in my chair, just watching this, but like, I don't know why I got sucked into watching this again,
Pladigami gifted a tier 1 sub to Rufus _McFloofus. They have given 4 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you so much, Blady. My cousin just had a kid. Now I can't stop teasing her because she had it the same day after my birthday. So now you guys share birthday weeks. How do you like it so far? I mean, I've watched it in the past. I watched it when it was airing originally, and I really liked it. Except for the obvious ending portion of it. That I'll leave up to interpretation. But, I mean, I'm watching it again right now, and I feel like I'm picking up things I never saw the first time. Mind you, I was much younger when it came out. What year did Lost even come out? But yeah, okay, so just to go back to the giveaway thing. There'll be 1 keyboard a day. I'm hoping majority keyboards. There might be 1 or 2 days where it's just keycaps, like a nice set of keycaps. But if we hit the goal today, we'll put this up for the giveaway.
Love you.
Love you too, bro. Appreciate that, Kevin. Thank you, Alan. Appreciate it too, dude. I will let you guys know ahead of time. I know there's always like the chase giveaways. I am not going to tell you guys the days where we give away some of like the more fancy stuff.
Alana's Tiny gifted a tier 1 sub to Bull Day.
Do purchases or giveaways count towards sub goal? Or merch purchases? I can't add it, unfortunately, but I can make a mental note for the day. Like, if you guys want to make a merch purchase, depending on what it was, I can just add it to the counter. I can't do it manually, but I can just make a mental note. I think it's better that way. People can come in and have fun and not pre-plan. Yes, that is my goal, because you know what happens? I mean, mind you, last time we actually had a winner who was a regular, but sometimes random people will come in, win, and then just sell the keyboard, which is fine. They can do whatever they want. But it's always more fun when someone like actually gets it and like can appreciate it, or like give it to a friend maybe who wants something like that. I don't know. Are you giving away the monocle? Monocle? Bro, I kind of wish I had a monocle. Monocle sounds sick. But yeah, dude, I'm fucking loving the Dune 65. You know what I think it is, though? The Dune's really good. I think the Dune is amazing. But I really think it's the switches. Dude, Kat, thank you so much for the 5 tier 1s, man. I appreciate it. How would I rate the Dune 65 against some of the heavy hitters? Oh, I mean, I think it's very, very good. I think maybe my previous thing kind of answered it. I think it's great. I think it looks fantastic as well. I like the front height of it. But they're W1 white diamond switches. I think that's what's really like, not carrying the board right now, but I think it's already a good board, and these switches I really like. Even the, yeah, here, I'll show you guys the side profile. Right there. Even the spring weight of these. Because remember, I only lubed these. I didn't change the springs. I didn't do anything else to it. These W1 diamonds are just great to type on. And you know what? I felt that way like in the Kaze as well. Like they were just good in the Kaze. So I'm very much very, very happy with this board. Thank you again though, Kat. I appreciate the 5 tier 1s. All right, let's start off with today's build, which is going to be the Paper, which is genuinely a keyboard that I don't know, I'm pretty pumped up for this one here, because this is one that, so okay, if you guys don't know, Wuche is one of our sponsors here, and I've always kept it a buck. Wuche boards have been rather hit and miss with some. There's been boards where I'm like, dude, this is one of Wuche's better ones, and there's been stuff where it's like, oh, Wuche's doing too much. Wuche's done, I think their last board with like the 9 mounting styles, I was surprised on how many of the mounting styles I liked. But now they're kind of getting into some more fun projects. This is one of those projects that I think is super fun. What color? It's silver, I believe. So this is the Paper80. Genuinely really excited for this one here. Yeah, the promise was really good too. That was one of the more unique ideas they did. The Paper80 is an interesting one. And I think we're all gonna really like this particular unit today. It's gonna be running September 4th, I believe. That's the start of it. And then as for delivery, I think it said December. I have December in my notes. Here, let me just go to the actual website here. Yeah, it's December. And then as for pricing, I don't think they listed a price to my knowledge. Hold on, I have it in my DMs with them though. Let me list the price. I don't think it's too out of like when you guys see the board, you'll understand. What's the group chat called? Just Wuche, I think. Yeah, Wuche Studio. Here it is. So price point is, did they give me a price point? $299 will be the starting price. I believe they actually lowered that. I think it was supposed to be $350 and then they brought it down to $299. Zonis, thank you so much for the tier 1, dude.
Hello, Mr. Mustache Man. How does it feel to look as handsome today as you did 42 months ago?
That's quite the compliment, Zonis. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. How does it feel for you to be as handsome, dude? Their Zoom boards have been a miss for me, but I do enjoy some of the ones outside Zoom. Yeah, and I think their Zoom is targeted towards a different audience, to be fair. You know what I mean? Okay, so they sent over some stuff. They sent over both PCBs, because they're offering 2. This one here, listen, I'm not going to judge if you like this. This is not for me. I already know this particular PCB is just not my thing. So, this is going to go into the box over here. Okay, we have plate, another plate. So this is FR4. This, I believe, is the aluminum. Beautiful. Anyone know what what board is on Alex's desk? The Dune 65. This, I believe, is like one of those mid-plate. Oh no, this is the PCB for the mid-plate. This is interesting, by the way. See this? This is all LEDs on a PCB and the ribbon cable, because this thing has pretty interesting LEDs. So this is an interesting piece right here. It feels hella delicate though. Yeah, it's interesting. I think they did something cool with this to really kind of nail that RGB kind of stuff. Let me put it to the side. And then we have our regular PCB, which, God bless, they sent over this too. Lots of compatibility here. We got ISO. We don't have split, but I don't really expect too many people to put split on a TKL. We have 2 different space bars. We have step caps. So pretty decent compatibility here. The only thing I think is a little odd is they give you ISO, but they don't give you split right, nor split left. So they give you some compatibility here. Not all of it, but some. And I still appreciate that. I feel like maybe it's not 100% of what it should be, but I mean, it's there. This is the 1.6. It has the RGB on the bottom over here. And then we have both ports for the daughter board. And
thanks for all you do to bring so much love and positivity to the community.
Thank you, Lego. We'll count that as 2 subs for the merch purchase, okay, dude? Thank you so much. So it's at 18. I can't adjust it, but we'll know if we hit 48. All right, cool. I mean, the PCB looks good. We even got some LEDs over under the logo. Other accessories. Oh, this is one of the smallest daughter boards I have ever seen. Jeez. So obviously this is proprietary, which, you know, I would appreciate in the future if they end up running this board. If this is not going to be a forever in stock thing, it's average.
Giveaway.
My bad, dude. Hi, Adam. Hi. Oh God, Adam's here, everybody. Adam's here. We got our feet, which we'll put on after. And then we have this. So this is the only thing that kind of like confuses me about the board ever so slightly. They're calling this like oh God, what is the terminology they did? Kip, thank you so much for 5 tier 1s. Thank you, dude. They're calling this a, hold on, they called their mounting system a particular name. Oh geez, now I can't find it wherever I had it. Anyways, they called it something very particular. It's essentially isolated top mount. Just so everyone understands, it's literally isolated top mount from what it looks like. So no need to call it something fancy there. It's like a hybrid. When I say isolated top, it's like a mix of the gasket plus top mount. Yes, you're right. Yeah, it's literally just that lock hole gasket mount. Yeah. Clownfish, thank you, man. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you for the 10 tier 1s. Thank you. And here's the board. The board does look damn good. Let me take this out of it, though. Let me take all this foam that they put. The foam looks edible. I hate this foam, personally. Some people like it. I don't like it. Look at this. I'm going to put all the foam to the side here. Holy shit, 1 year. Ren! Thanks, Mr. Otis. Wow, 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 wow. Also, I'm getting mogged by gifters. It didn't show because I think you put two. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, Ren, but I read that for you, dude. Okay. Here's the board. Ultimately, I think this looks sick. It's a pretty unique side profile because of this kind of wedge that it stands on. I'm hoping this doesn't deter this from sounding good. I'm really hoping. I really like this, though. Yeah, it's like a bent wedge. There's going to be RGB that kind of pours out of the back over here, which I think is neat. But this has such a beautiful look and shape to it. Just like everywhere that you end up looking on this board. Like, genuinely. And again, I'm usually pretty on the fence with some Wuche designs. Like, usually they're not really for me. I really like this. This was inspired by a movie, I believe. It said on the Keycap IC. Actually, do I have the Keycap IC open? Paper80. It was... Oh, it's based off... Well, I guess it's... The idea for the Paper80 comes from the 2013 Oscar-winning animated short film Paperman. I've never seen it. But pretty neat looking. Reminds me of an email. I guess it does. I don't know. I just use Gmail. So nice. Ratty, thank you so much for the tier 1, dude. Thank you. Really appreciate it, dude. But yeah, pretty nice. There's gonna be a bunch of different colors. The front height's 20 mil on this, by the way. So this is a board that I think is right on the edge of what I am normally comfortable with. I think 20 mil and lower for me is like the standard. I've always said this. I've always stuck by this. 20 mil and lower is the only place where I feel super comfy. So that's the keyboard in a nutshell. It has some beautiful kind of faceting on the side over here, which I think looks gorgeous. This is the matte finished bottom, which I think looks way better than the PVD coated one. Way better. And then it has some adhesive feet. And again, here's that side profile. I think even the angling, so like this seam they have on the side, I quite like. I think if this was just a straight line, it would be sort of boring. But it's going to have RGB coming out of that too. I don't know. I really liked the way this turned out. I think this is a good looking keyboard. And you can see the polycarbonate piece over here, which this is interesting too, because when you think about this right over here, ooh, I hope this doesn't rattle or anything, but this will kind of also help break up the sound profile a little bit because it's a different material. Yeah, I hope that doesn't change any sort of sound signature there. And does it already have the RGB installed here? It does on this one, so we don't. I guess that one they sent us is extra. Does the weight flatten when it's sitting normally, or is it still popped up? No, it's propped up right now. This is how the keyboard would sit. So from the side on your desk. I mean, not the best way to show it here, but it would sit like that. My concern, so we'll address some concerns before we actually build this. I would say like 9 times out of 10. It depends on the build itself, but when you prop up a keyboard and just have it sitting on this, like up some legs, and don't really have any, solid way to kind of diffuse some of the sound there, this could sound rather tinny. We're gonna see. I'm a little worried it might sound tinny. It might sound a little bit flat or shallow. We can see though. Obviously, I'm just kind of guessing based off of other things. Is it going to be a dust collector, though? I don't know if it'll be a dust collector. I mean, this is quite easy just to get one of your air blowers that you're probably going to be using anyways. But let's put some feet on this. I don't know. I do think this is a really pretty looking keyboard, though. I really do. I think the designer nailed it with this. One of the first times I can really say, like, yeah, I think this actually might be one of my favorite designs Wuche has done. Pingy? Yeah, I know, right? It really is a beauty. Yeah. It's classy looking. It almost feels a bit timeless. Actually, one thing I didn't really show you guys either was a little... I like this little logo on top here too. I don't know. That's just elegant to me. Just this little paper plane. Super cute. Oh, camera's not focusing. Nice.
Love the angles on the back.
Yeah, I do too. MW, thank you so much, man. Didn't realize this was a Wuche board, right? It's designed by someone else. I think Wuche is the one going to be vendoring it. I'm not sure if they picked up the design. I'm not sure how that actually is working, but... how is that gray alu thingy on the back? This is not really that thin, and actually I believe this is a piece of... Actually, what is the material of this? Is this... I think they have different ones. This might just be aluminum, but I'm going to triple check here. Yeah, it's aluminum. Well, it says here anyways.
So we have an issue. You were getting ready for stream rather than at breakfast with us.
I'm sorry. I know. I know. My mistake. The designer, according to Keycap, is Keycap. I'm not sure if they work for Wuche or anything like that, but still very pretty. And this piece over here is electro-coated, I believe. I think that's what it says, electroplated gold paper logo. So it looks like they're selling those separately as well. And there's like, what, 7 color options for this? All of them look good. The only one I'm not really a fan of, I don't know why, lately burgundy keyboards just haven't been doing it for me. Don't know why. Maybe it's just me. Does it fly? Cannot confirm or deny. GB starts September 4th, yes, and it runs till the 19th. Alrighty, so I guess we should do some stabilizers. Oh my god, guys, let me tell you guys something. Today, I realized I have like 4 stabs left. Out of all, remember that last year I bought a huge thing of stabs? Well, I can no longer buy that anymore because Poverty Keys literally has none left. And I was like, well, crap. Well, I found another place to buy stuff en masse. And I ordered 250, well, actually, technically 500 sets of 2U stabilizers from Mouser. So I ordered a crap ton. And then I ordered about 100 7U wires. So we should be good for a while, I think. I think we should be. Jesus. Dude, you know, again, I'm going to be honest, 90% of these don't even go towards my own builds. You know where they go? A lot of the times, and this is no knock towards anyone, clients forget stabs. It's like the #1 thing. I did buy Milmax, yeah. But yeah, these go, I give these, like clients want these. Mouser. Mouser was the vendor for the 2U, and then for the 7U wires, I had to order them from Australia. Spread the clip in love. I didn't know my first board it didn't come with them. Yeah, sometimes it happens. Forget stabs or wants free stabs. Oh no, I don't, they're not free. I don't, like, I can't afford to give people them for free. Also, huge right nut, thank you very much for 9 months. Usually whatever price I bought them for, which I think in total a set will come out to like $7 or $8. If people ever need them, I'll just sell them for $7 or $8 like a set. But now I got them even cheaper because I ordered them in a huge bulk. So I think technically, I'm not sure how they do it. And I guess I'll find out. It's either one set was 36 cents or one housing and stem was 36 cents. So I'm not sure, but either way, it was about $1 a stab for a 2U. So I guess overall with taxes and shipping, it's probably going to end up still being $5 or $6 for a set. We'll see though. We shall see. Probably stem and housing. Yeah, I think it would be. These are my favorite stabs, cherry clip-ins. I actually had to buy stabs this week, and many vendors on your list were sold out in Canada. Dude, stabs are like the hot commodity right now. I was actually telling Novelkeys this morning, I'm like, I can't find stabs nowhere. Like, just random parts for them. It's only sets, and they're kind of all expensive. Oh shit, I only got like 2 7U wires. I'm a little bummed though, I'm running out of these. I really liked these wires from Poverty Keys. but I guess we'll see the new wires I bought. I was gonna order the Geon balanced wires, but geez, they're too expensive. Yeah, this is a 1.6 mil PCB, so they're offering different ones. This is the non-flex cut 1.6. So we were lucky enough that they gave us one of each to test today. And by the way, guys, this Wuche, as I mentioned, is one of our sponsors here, but it's never stopped me from being honest about Wuche. Because like I've said, Wuche with me sometimes, I feel like it's a mixed bag on what I like from their products. It's either I think it's interesting, but don't really like it, or I like it, or it's just like kind of like a miss. This today, so far, I am really liking this project. I'm hoping this ends up sounding good, because genuinely, it's a pretty looking keyboard. I was telling Wuche I'm pretty excited for this one here. Like, this is genuinely one of the prettier ones they've come out with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have not ordered the Cannon Keys cherry wires, only because they're kind of expensive compared to some other stuff that I've placed an order for. I've heard people say decent things. I don't know if they're like OEM wires. I have no idea. I don't know if they're like their own wires they're doing, but they are a little bit pricey compared. And you know what? Out of everything in the keyboard hobby, stabilizers are one of the only things I can genuinely say that value is really important for me, because it is one of the few products, and you can quote me on this, dude. It's one of the few products where I truly feel like the more you spend, the more problems you have. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, it's genuinely one of those things where I do not like Stabies anymore. I could care less about the TX stuff. Any of those $20 plus premium stabs, I always have more problems. So for me, the tried and true cherries, I don't know, been liking them, dude. Skill issue? Yeah, probably a skill issue, honestly. Probably. I won't even argue with you there. Let me get my clippers here. We'll start clipping some stabs. How's New Place Less setup treating you? Well, I finally got all my shelving in. Well, not all of it. I ordered just some, like, it actually wasn't that expensive either, which was great. I ordered some shelving from IKEA, so that came in, and I managed to now organize clients into sections, like outgoing and incoming and stuff like that, which is great. I always wanted to do it, but I just never did at my old place. So this is kind of an excuse to do it. The room I'm in is slightly longer, so it's nicer because I can position things differently. Other than that, it's been good so far. Few hiccups here and there, but I mean, like, I feel like every place has its hiccups. I don't know where that went. But overall, I'd say it's pretty good. I think I'm glad to be out of the core of downtown. You know, not only was it really expensive, but I think there's a small part of me that just couldn't deal with the noise anymore. But overall, can't complain. The issue with more expensive stabs is the tolerances are too tight. Agreed.
How is my handsome man doing? Happy Sunday, Alex. Big
Zany.
hug for you, Alexotos.
Big hugs, bro. Thanks for being here, man. Thanks for the bits. Still don't like cherry because I need to clip the leg. You know, this is a minor inconvenience to get a consistent stab for me, truly. The clipping the leg part, minor. Very minor, very, very minor little thing here. One just fell. Literally never had issues with TX, but everyone says they're a binding problem. Okay, Minty, I've only had that happen out of all the TX stabs, like truly a handful of times, but it's very noticeable when I see it now. And originally when I was getting that issue, I was like, man, what the hell is this? But there's two reasons what can cause the binding. Too thick of a lube that you're using, or too tight of a plate. Typically the plate. Have you found restaurants you like? Adam, I'm going to be real with you. I don't really go to restaurants much anymore. Not to complain. I'm not complaining. But like, I think my awakening to, oh shit, these are kind of expensive, was, do you guys know what A&W is? I don't know if it's as popular in the States anymore, but I think it started in the States. I went to A&W after my Novelties trip, and we just wanted some quick food, you know? And I ordered a small burger with a drink and fries, and my girlfriend ordered a small burger with a drink and fries. And when the bill came, I was so tired from I was in the airport for 9 hours total. I was so tired. It was $39.50, and I didn't really take it in until I got home. I'm like, did I just spend $39.50 on 2 small-ass burgers with 2 fries and 2 drinks? And from that day on, other than the moving process of just having to pick up a few breakfast sandwiches, I'm not doing it anymore, man. Unless there's good deals, I'm just not doing it, dude. That's just outrageous to me. $40 for 2 burgers? It's just not it. I'll spend the time cooking. Fuck it. I'm just not doing it, dude. I need to be better about this, man. It was I looked at that price and I thought to myself, first of all, a few things went through my head. If I do this even once a week, that's $120 for the 2 of us per month, where it's you're treating yourself. I get that, but that's $120. Second of all, I thought, how many keyboard parts can I get with this? That's a lot of keyboard stuff, and and things that go towards hobbies. So I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this, bro. With 2 kids, my default lazy mode is delivery on the weekends. We've even stopped doing that. We did it once for something very small, which is great because in the last 30 days, we have used that app, which was, we used DoorDash. We used it one time, and it was for something around $20 with a coupon. I am not doing any of those anymore. They're just again, I'm not trying to complain about the prices of things, but I guess I am. I'm not trying to say I can't I could probably work it into a budget where it makes sense per month, but it just doesn't also make sense in the long run of things. I want to start saving a few dollars to get listen, food's great and all. I want to start saving more money so I can get better equipment to cook things, because that's entertaining to me and I can make that part of my hobby. So I'd rather do that than spend the money on takeout. Plus, it's good to learn a new skill. This guy wants to retire? Yeah, that too, I guess. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense in the long run. I hope my thoughts are being portrayed well, but yeah, it just doesn't, dude. I'm just not into it anymore. It was fun for a little bit, and then you kind of get, what is it called? Sticker shock? When you see the price points on things. Kitchen situation's fine. Small, but it's fine. I don't really know what a good kitchen's supposed to be, you toy. I don't know. It's fine, I guess. Is it one of those gigantic ones that you see in the pictures? Absolutely not. But it's okay. It's fine. With how expensive eating out is, I'd rather spend that money on groceries. Yeah. Good cabinet space, good appliances. Well, I don't know about you guys, but typically anywhere you move is, regardless if you rent or buy, don't you have to always get your own appliances? We had to bring ours. This time it's gas, believe it or not. Nice. Greatest, thank you so much for 3 months in advance. Thank you. Oh, stove and oven? Yeah, dude, it's been a change of pace for sure. Kitchen appliance tier list? Thank you though, Greatest, I really appreciate it. We even had to buy a microwave, so... And microwaves are whatever, man. I don't really give a shit about microwaves. I'm still not a microwave guy. I don't know, never have been. I prefer reheating food in the toaster oven, which we don't have now, because the old place had one, but this place doesn't. Or just use the air fryer. I need to get better with just using the air fryer to reheat stuff, because it's quicker. But microwaves, I don't know, I've never been a big fan. Once I learn to cook properly, I rarely find myself wanting to go out. Right? I mean, there's definitely that aspect of it too. Plus, it's enjoyable to have your own meals, you know? Induction electric is game-changing. There's a lot of arguments for everything, right? I don't know. I'm not that level of cooking yet, so... Full list of kitchen supplies? All right, we'll do this afterwards, Adam. We'll do a kitchen supply thing. I do want to start eventually. I don't know how the fuck I'd do it, but I would love in the future, soon-ish, I don't know, to do like cooking streams. Because I do enjoy that kind of stuff. I just don't know how I would do it. Better take some lessons from Cooking Mama. I have normal electric, easy to clean, but sucks for cooking food evenly. Yeah. Again, I think they all have their pros and cons. I'd really like to finish watching the stream, but I'm from different time zone. I'll catch you on YouTube. King, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you, and I hope to see you again soon, dude. It's so worth the premium. Induction stoves are good for most things. I know that most people really like induction just because it's, for, I guess, lack of a better word, safer and just a little bit more like easy on the nerves, you know, if you're nervous about using gas. But I see arguments for both. I think my mom ended up switching to induction. Shirtless deep frying cooking stream? Oh my goodness, Gurnal. That sounds painful, first of all. Can you explain how they made a keyboard out of paper? Very carefully. With some folds. Is the Subgold 958? No, Subgold... Oh, wait, what? There's another Subgold somewhere? It's supposed to be... Oh, if there is one that says 958, that's very wrong. And also very, like, specific. Subgold is... Oh my god, I can never do this. 37 out of 50. Technically 39 because someone bought merch. So then we'll give away a keyboard. Origami keyboard when? Dude, I was so into origami as a kid. I learned so many things. I don't remember how to do any of them now, but it was so much fun. Fold a piece of paper 8 times, I dare you. Isn't it impossible? Or like near impossible? Today we're giving away the Flip 6P by Daring Run. And it's going to come pre-done with switches and stabs, so you don't have to worry about that. The only thing it won't have is keycaps. But that's today's giveaway. It'll be, so everyone, it's a refresher, it'll be a giveaway every day for the month of September. That's a nice one. Yeah, I'm hoping everyone enjoys the giveaways this month. We're really cleaning house on just like all the prototypes and just even some personal boards that I purchased to take a look at. Like I have some personal stuff that I want to give away too, because I think people would enjoy. There was actually a Myth... I remember that Mythbusters episode. Man, I miss Mythbusters. It was such a good show. I feel like your loyal followers will have a better chance at winning if you do a giveaway this way. Yeah, I also agree. I think, well, not so much like loyalty, but just regulars, you know? Like people who just tune in and want to hang out. I can't tell you the super secret one. Am I not loyal, Alex? But you've already won stuff, and you won something at the meetup too. You win too much, Adam. Pop pen giveaway? We could do that too. Keep doing. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it.
Keepweeb_ gifted a tier 1 sub to JJ0_0_.
Typo, I'm a disloyal follower? Oh no. One mustache trimming is a super secret. Oh no. That, guys, we will never trim the mustache because I'm afraid. Alright? I'm afraid. So nice.
The little paper airplane is such a cute accent.
Dude, I love the little paper airplane. I think that's kind of what's selling me on the top frame because the top frame is, I mean, it's not like it's uniform, but it doesn't have the thinnest side bezels, which I normally like in keyboards. Like, I think this thickness on the Dune is as thick as my personal taste likes. This is okay in terms of just, you know, everyone's different here. This is truly something that's preference-based. But I think this is really selling me, this really cute accent on top. I think, dude, I'm so glad they didn't put, like, the word paper on it. Because that's one thing I hate when people do, is when they just stick, like, the name of the keyboard on things. But I really like the way this turned out. It looks great. I'm scared to shave too. My wife has never seen me without facial. Dude. I laughing because we talked about this one day and my girlfriend was like, am I just never going to see you without a mustache or facial hair? And I looked at her and I was like, yeah, probably not. Never. So, yeah, I don't think so. There's a picture that shows the regret. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna shave. I love the videos where toddlers see their dads without a beard for the first time and they get terrified. That's what I picture is gonna happen, dude. So, Anonymous, thank you so much for the 20. I appreciate that. Damn. Thank you. We'll count that as a sub. So it technically should be like at 42 now. So we just need 8 to give to the first giveaway of the month. Are you scared because she'll leave you without the beard and mustache? Adam, I look like a child without a beard, all right? I lose all manliness that I have. And you know what? You can call me whatever, but I just... It
there
just is
are
what
a
it
bunch
is.
of really good $300 to $400 boards coming out soon. Makes it hard to decide which one to buy myself as a 48th birthday present. Still
There's a
leaning
lot,
towards
dude.
a Sonnet though.
The Sonnet, in my... First of all, thank you so much for 3 months in advance, Grid. Love you, dude. I think if you're going to go with the board right now, Sonnet is super safe. You can't get mad at the Sonnet. It's a super safe pickup. And that way there, you don't have to feel like regret from buying something else maybe that you won't like. I think the majority of people who have purchased a Sonnet have ended up really liking it. What if you did half your face? Listen, Adam, I'm good, bro. I'm not doing
Daniel
that.
Serdestrom gifted a tier 1 sub
Daniel,
to
thank you so
Toxic
much. I really appreciate that, bro. Do you know of any 60s, 75 with XD, preferably 2 XDs? Ooh, I don't know what's out right now. I really don't. Also, guys, thank you again. I don't know who tipped $20. Thank you so fucking much, dude. And thank you guys for the primes and the tier 1s. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys, seriously. Just bought GMK Diner. I'm so excited. That's actually an underrated set. I think it looks really nice. At least you guys can grow a beard. Not really. Like, I'm gonna be the first guy to admit here. My beard grows in too patchy. And like, I'm also missing hair, as you guys can see right here. It just doesn't grow. So what happens is I grow beards like this. And nothing grows here. So I end up always having to, like, you know, if I do grow... I had a long beard at one point, and I kind of have to push it down, and I don't like the way that looks. I also find that maybe my skin is not the best in the world, but, like... God damn. KD, thank you so much, man. Okay, we'll do the giveaway now. Give me one moment. I find my skin just gets... It's terrible. No matter how many times I've tried to use, like, product, it just does not work. So, for me... It's just not something that I'm comfortable with anymore because it makes, first of all, makes me break out. Second of all, it's just, it doesn't look good. Because I'm also missing hair here and here. So it doesn't look that great. For me, anyways. It doesn't look very good. All right, we'll do the giveaway now. We'll let the giveaway run for like 10 minutes. So this is going to be for the daring run. Let me actually get a little list set up too. Hold on. Give me a moment here. Sept giveaways. First one is BR Flip. All right, and then let's go into this 6P. Congratulations on making it to September. Congratulations, everyone, dude. All right. You guys can join in on the giveaway now. There'll be a giveaway every day of September. One giveaway only. Fortunately, there aren't any DR70... What happened? I missed that chat. Thank you, this. Appreciate it. So nice.
Exclamation mark ticket.
Thanks, guys. Meow. Thanks for the gifted subs, everybody, and thank you for the regular subs. Door giveaway? Door? I don't have any doors to give away. I wish I had doors to give away. Doors are kind of expensive, dude. High key they are, dude. Pen pop giveaway? I mean, those are always given away. Is that too much? I feel like this is a bit much. I need to actually tune up my stab in the dune. I didn't do a great job. Camera giveaway? Oh. Old desk giveaway? You guys want to hear a really funny story about that? You need a door sponsor? Honestly, someone who does doors should sponsor me. You mean to tell us you don't have a door where you track your height? I mean, at my parents' house. I think it stopped at one point though. X106 giveaway? I wish I had one. You know, recently I went into the store to see what the wait time on the X106 was, the Fuji. You know, it's still like 7 months at my local store. 7 months. Crazy. My family always uses measuring tape for our heights. You just have like multiple measuring tapes that are like maybe clipped off. Is that what it is? Bathwater? Oh god. Bro, the desk would have been a sick giveaway. Guys, I really don't know how I would possibly ship that. Kind of insane for a point and shoot. I mean, it is one of those things where I really think TikTok and social media really drove that through the roof of popularity. Why is the X106 so popular over the X-T50, X Pro? I mean, I think it's just convenience, Sin. There's no other way I can think about it. I still have friends who will be like, I don't know, people think I have like connections with camera people. I don't. I have no connections at all. But people think that like, they put this camera on like a grail, basically, on like a pedestal. It's like the holy grail of like point and shoot cameras. But I don't know, I really feel like you can just pick up any old Fuji, set it to the film sims, get a decent lens, and it's around roughly the same size as a 106 anyways. Yeah, plus it is quite expensive. And it's not like it's super small. I think if you need to go super small for a camera, you just get the, what is it called? I had it for a short period of time. Oh my god, I can't remember what it was called now. The Ricoh, yeah. Get the Ricoh. That's the camera you should get if you really want to get something pocket-sized. What lens do you have on that camera right there? This is a 90mm lens. But this is medium format, so I think this is again like 110. This is strictly for product shots. I tried to bring this out one time and it's way too heavy. This is not an outdoor camera for me. Unless I'm doing like landscape stuff. The Ricoh prices went up? Oh god. I don't know. The XS20 is the one that I have for the top down. That was like the panic purchase that I had to make during COVID. Or the trail end of COVID. But, I mean, I really like it. Where is my... I want to get the tape so I can just, like, suck this guy up. Where's my tape? I'll grab this. 1 second. But, like, you know what? If you're gonna ask me, do I like the XS20 versus the other Fuji cameras? Like, there's nothing inherently special about this that would make me want to pick up that camera and buy it. This was literally like a panic purchase because at the time I needed a third camera and even eBay prices were abysmal for Fuji, so I had to buy this guy. And I regret it because it was too expensive for what it was. And I wish I could have picked up like an XT20 used or something, but those were expensive at the time too, and it was just the same price to buy this. But yeah, now that they've come down in price, get the XT20s, get the XT30s. They're just way better purchases. Way better bang for your buck. There's nothing, again, that this does that the other cameras do. Or the others can't do. Maybe you get a bit more speed, but like I don't shoot for speed, so it doesn't matter for me. Can I show the Hasselblad? I mean, it's kind of already showing. It's a pretty cute camera. I love the craftsmanship on it. It's very nice. I already scuffed up the bottom in certain areas. You can kind of see. It's all scratched up on the bottom. Didn't last very long. Oh well. Alright, let's put these into the PCB. What's the timer looking like on our giveaway here? Okay, we'll give it another like 2-3 minutes. Is that a new brand of cameras? Hasselblad is very old. Hasselblad was actually one of the, I think the first camera to go on the moon. If memory serves. I wouldn't say they're like mainstream popular though. I love watching cameras. I love camera gear. It has always been a thing of mine. Oh boy. Piece of fluff. Remember guys, you only need to type an exclamation point tick at one time. Pinky swear it, it'll work. Should we tune these now? Also, by the way, I've been really using, I know I've mentioned this last time, I've been using GS3 opposed to 205 for filling in the stabs nowadays. So, this is, I mentioned that before, that it doesn't have split right and split left for the ISO. So I felt like it didn't have the correct amount of compatibility. But at the very least, it's still there for the most part. Like if someone does want to use an ISO spacebar, so I can appreciate that. But yeah, I agree. So I do agree. I do wish this had a plastic plate, sort of like a polycarbonate to use. But I think for today, I don't know. Do I want to use FR4? Maybe we just stick with aluminum. What do you guys want to see on the board today? Curry switch for the spacebar? I have none left. I give them all away to clients and builds that I've done. I'll have to buy some more. I pinky swear I'll buy some more. FR4 for potential less ping. FR4 for the day. Technically this board is like a isolated top. They're calling it something silly, which I don't agree with. They're trying to reinvent the name scheming of this, but it's just isolated top. I don't know. FR4 is a bit of a mixed bag for me personally, but I know some people love it. But no, I only have these two plates here. I have aluminum and I have FR4 with lots of flex cuts. So it's up to you. I will leave this completely up to you guys because I actually don't know which one's going to sound better. Yeah, it's called a lock hole gasket mount, which is, to me, when I looked at the diagram for it, it just looks like a top mount. But we'll see. We shall see. I'm not going to put any foam on this, by the way. Niku, how are you doing? Aluminum for sure. Those flex cuts and the plates make boards sound like booty. Yeah, I'll show you guys both the plates. Here, I'm going to show you guys the FR4. So this is kind of like a skeleton plate. I know some people are not a fan of skeleton plates, so maybe we just use aluminum then. You guys can see my hand right through all the little pieces here. It's up to you guys. I don't think the FR4 will sound bad per se. Plus it's hot swap, so like worst case scenario, if we end up hating this, we can just switch. But aluminum might be a bit more traditional. So again, I think most people are saying alu anyways. It's more or less a sandwich mount with gaskets. Kinda, it looks like that too. I'll show you guys the internals after we're done here. Alright. I guess we don't need this because they already have one installed, but just to show you guys one more time, this is what the RGB looks like around the keyboard. I think this is actually quite neat. I'm not going to take it out completely because I'm going to have a pain in the ass sliding this back in. But they have, I don't even want to attempt counting this, but I think this is quite neat. And this is done separately on its own ribbon cable here, which, you know, arguably I don't love ribbon cables, but I get why they did it here. Very, very interesting. So this will be a lot of RGB. A metric butt ton of it. I should ask them for an AC kit for that, yeah. I do like that ideal for RGB. Yeah, I think any person who really likes RGB will probably really appreciate this. By my counts, I'd say that's a lot of LEDs. Same, dude. All right, before we pop in switches, should we draw a winner for the giveaway? First giveaway of the month. Winner is going to be for the Flip 6P, Suzuki 97. Congratulations, dude. Let me write this down. Are you in chat right now? I'll put this down in my list here. Congrats. Like I said, there'll be one a day. So we're done the giveaways for today. So let's just, I'll leave the sub goal up, but we don't have to do anything. Yeah, you won, dude. I will send you guys forums. There's parts of the month where I send out the forms. I'll probably just end up doing it daily, but it'll be after stream usually. Yeah, congrats, man. And thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I think this will be fun all month. What did they win? They won a Flip 6P. Fully done with switches and stabs and stuff. Like I said, it'll be all month long. Okay? All month long. Suzuki, can you message me on Twitch? Just like the Twitch DMs? Thanks for the giveaway. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you guys being here. I hope this is fun for everyone, though. The giveaways all month. I think it's gonna be fun. Oh, my coaster came with it. That's funny. Alrighty. Actually, do we want to? Actually, no. Let's do this view first. Okay. You guys mentioned this the other day. And funny enough, I was talking to Unikeys about this. You guys mentioned the Purple Dawns. And then shortly after that conversation, these came so quick, by the way. You guys said the KeyGeek Purple Dawns were better than the HMX ones. Because I tried the HMX ones, and truth be told, I thought they were good, but I thought they were kind of in line with everything else HMX has to offer. So these are KeyGeek Purple Dawns. You guys talked these up so highly, and you know what? I got these in, and most of the KeyGeek stuff I've tried has been super nice, including those Mirror Lakes that everyone talked about. So we have Purple Dawns from KeyGeek today. So I did go through these. These are factory lubed. They feel good. Again, one or two of these I felt was a little inconsistent, so I had to actually take my brush and go over it. That has been pretty much the norm of my findings with these types of switches. If it was up to me, I wanted to try a stock run of these first. But if it was up to me, I would actually take these all apart and then do each individual switch while just kind of making it more consistent. Consistency, I still find, is very important in switches. But for the sake of today, I actually wanted to see what these sounded like, just like this. I mean, the vintage switches, I have no real comments on because I have seen them from expensive to non-expensive. I guess it just really depends on where they're sourcing them from. I think they also sell not expensive ones, but they seem to have like special batches, which I don't quite understand personally. I have no real opinion on them, Niku. So, you know, if I'm being real, vintage switches are fine. They're great. I like vintage stuff. It's cool to use. I think it's super niche. I also think vintage switches have their set of issues, which can get quite annoying as well. For example, I've had clients send me vintage stuff, and you know what a lot of the time ends up happening? I have to redo all of their vintage stuff afterwards because maybe it only lasts a month. So, time for my hello, I'm leaving for Costco. Enjoy your Costco trip. Love you, brother. I mean, the markup is to be expected. There'll never be any more. Yeah, and I feel like those will only get higher and higher in price. Brother. I feel like I'm bending some of these pins, but I'm not. Get a double chunk chocolate cookie? Man, the last time I had Costco food, I miss it. I'm liking the trackpad. I have no quarrels with it. Again, I will switch out for a normal mouse when I'm doing editing, but this is more comfortable for me.
Hello.
Elemental, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate it. Do more boom. Also, guys, listen to this real quick. These sound hella deep. Yeah, The Keygeek stuff I'm here for. I like these Keygeek switches lately. I might have to redo my top 5 switches for the year. I feel like there's been some really good stuff that's come out recently. And maybe Keygeek gets put on there. I want to put SWK so bad, but SWK for me, and this is a personal thing, they tend to have, no matter what I've used from SWK, super similar sound profiles. More so than HMX in my opinion. Alex, I didn't hear you mention it, but do you see what Glorious is releasing? I would like to know how they afford what they are smoking. Do you have a link? I don't even know what they're releasing. I'll take a look at it right now.
Do you ever stay up until 4 AM just to build a keyboard?
I have. I indeed have. Here, I'll show you guys. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. So this is the... Oh, Lord. Show, please. This is the keyboard in question. I'm going to be real with you guys. What the fuck is this? How is this different from their last system? Like, they charged, what is it, $200 I read in the comment section? Yeah, $200 according to OP. To charge $200 for this is really reaching. World's most custom, like, and it's just the marking this is just so cringe. World's most customizable gaming keyboard. Okay. I just don't understand how this is $200. And I swear to God, still all like the gaming brands, they seem to be stuck on this. They seem to be hard stuck on this 75% keyboard. Every gaming brand has been like hard stuck on 75. And you know what also just like makes me a little bit upset too? If this was a craft keyboard, and maybe let's just speak truthfully, and let's just speak like, let's try to be a little bit more calm about this. If this is a bit more craft, right? And what I mean by craft, or like more, you know, a designer did this, and I would be sort of understanding of, hey, this is a small batch project. This is not a small batch project. So $200 for something like this, when you can pick up something like a Wooting keyboard, or you can pick up, you know, hell, I even preferred the Razer one out of all the gaming stuff recently. It just doesn't make sense. I don't think there's a world for this to exist in. Like, it really doesn't make sense. $200. And again, this is nothing new. This is just kind of like, they're not like reinventing the wheel here. They just basically said, hey, here's a different board to kind of look at and, you know, take a bite of, basically. Hot take, I don't like Glorious. I mean, I don't really care for them either these days. They've made a lot of like weird mistakes, you can say. Still plate mount stabs too. Damn, they just do not want to get with the times. Was it still plate mount? I didn't see. Again, it literally makes no sense. Also, Angel, what's up, dude?
The Logitech G Pro X60 is a better deal, and I hate
How much
that
is the
board
Logitech
too.
one? Do you think Switch releases nowadays are way too bloated with the JWK era? Nah, I've always thought Switch releases were always bloated. So nice. Someone bought a sweater? Thank you, someone. Just so you guys know, the reason why I put it to anonymous is because it actually shows full names. So if you guys did want to kind of show that you bought it, just to like, I don't know, for funsies, you type in your your username. But yeah, otherwise it gives you like your full government name, and I had to turn that. I never had it on, but I did a test run where I bought one, and I was like, let's see what it does, and it gives you your full govy name, dude. So I think their enter keycaps is kind of funny. Ascend. I just don't get how they're okay with that. Plus, I don't even know who this is for anymore. Like, I don't know who's buying that keyboard and being like, nice, I got a good deal. Like I think Glorious has their own software too, right? Like I don't think Glorious is using VIA with this. This is for parents on Christmas. That's such a weird market to make for. Wooding 60 HE module. I don't know, man. They're an interesting brand to say the least. For streamers to pedal just like Razer did. The problem is, okay, here's the thing. Truly, I've used all of the gaming keyboards now. Literally every single one. The only thing I've not spent a lot of time with is the Wooding. The Wooding I only tried very briefly. Out of all the gaming keyboards, I didn't, this is not my area of expertise, okay? I did try to tell you guys my experience during the Razer stream that I did, because that was my favorite one out of all of them. Razer seems to at least have their shit together when it comes to what they're presenting to people. Plus, I actually don't mind Razer as a brand. I don't think they're like aggressive in any sort of way. Like, you know, they have their style. It's always been like that, and I'm fine with that, you know. I've used Razer mice for a long, long time, and I've always been a big fan, except for the one mouse that I had a problem with. Yeah, I don't mind Razer. Razer as a brand is the least problematic for me out of all of them. And I don't mind gamer stuff. Sometimes you get some cool ideas out of gaming stuff. Razer also has some interesting stuff they've been doing on the software side. Like, you know, call it cheating or whatever. Like, I don't mind Razer. Logitech pisses me off for a whole bunch of reasons. Asus has been... I don't know. Asus has been Asus. I don't really know what to think about Asus lately. They just kind of... Everything from them always feels like premium marked up for whatever reason, more so than the other brands. Corsair I will never buy from again, probably, just because I'm just not into their software. It has nothing to do with their products. Their software is just not it for me. I mean, Asus is probably another reason why I'm just not into their products as much, as their software is just really bloated. And I just don't like that. And then, what else? The SteelSeries stuff was okay. I just think it's expensive for what it is as well. So I don't know. There's just nothing really that none of them are doing, with the exception of maybe Razer. But that's it. There's nothing else. At least Razer seems like into the scene that they're in. You know what I mean?
We making it out the burbs with this one.
Thank you, Angel. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you. Wait. Which one did you get, Angel? Did you get all of them or something? It doesn't even say. Asus is only good for PC parts? I mean, they're okay for that. If Razer would make their software run through a website, I mean, yeah, that'd be really nice. I agree. I totally agree with that. Thanks for the follows, by the way, guys. Their customer support with PC parts. I mean, that's another big thing, too. I think Razer's customer support, the one time I ever had to use them, and I've used Asus support twice and Razer's once. My experience with Razer support was it was really good. They were like in and out with my ticket. It was for a mouse a long time ago. I don't know about recently, but they were in and out, very friendly, awesome. Asus they drove me up the goddamn walls trying to repair something, and I ended up getting the product back, but it was just a refurb. Like, they didn't actually repair it, which is to be expected. They just sent me a refurb that had other problems. So it was his own set of issues. And then I believe I also had a problem with, I can't remember now if it was Asus or Corsair. So I'm just going to say both of them because I feel like they're both the same. It was a graphics card I had. No, it was MSI. My mistake entirely. It was MSI. MSI's support there too was just abysmal. It took forever to get my graphics card back. And I feel like they sent me the exact same thing. My only negative of Razer is the Death Adder really is literally just bottom of the bin garbage that chatters in barely a month. I feel like I have a Death Adder and I've been using it pretty recently, and it's been pretty awesome. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Asus replaced a monitor for me, no questions asked when it was even out of warranty. I haven't tried monitors. I've only tried PC parts with Asus. So I also had a motherboard that fried within 1 month. And then to get a replacement part for that took another like 2 months, I'd say, to get back. That exact same situation happened to a ton of customers. Oh, just receiving parts where it was like refurbed. Yeah. That happened to me 3 or 4 years ago, kids. So I can't imagine how long that's been going on. Probably more than 3 or 4 years now that I think about it. If there's one thing I know from working in the build your own section of Micro Center is that Asus makes good stuff, but their support is a nightmare. I've never had a good experience with them. They shipped me a replacement motherboard that was over $400, just a brown box with no protection. Yep, sounds about right. Razer only makes good mice.
Alexotos so? Reaching uncle status song. Sorry, boss.
Dude, Don, am I really hitting that? You know, am I really? I actually, listen, not for nothing, I actually don't mind, not that I've ever used them for long periods of time, but I was into gaming laptops for a little while, and I actually prefer, like I had a gaming laptop for a smidge, and I kind of cycled through a whole bunch, and I ended up sticking with the Razer one. So, again, long time ago, way off base from what I normally, again, try and use, but I actually liked it. You know? Yeah, battery life on all those gaming keyboards are dog shit though, so every day I cry that EVGA stopped making stuff. Yeah, we're all a little sad about that. I feel ya. More RGB, more FPS. But yeah, gaming stuff though, I don't know. It's always been a mixed bag product wise. Oh yeah, Logitech, I just don't touch anymore, period. I'm fully over Logitech stuff. There's nothing that can bring me back. There is one thing, actually. Logitech, if you ever watch this as someone from Logitech, when you guys stop using this material on all your mice, I will be maybe more inclined to pick one up. So if you guys ever watch this material, I know you guys don't use your own products and don't test them, so, you know, like, I get that. Like, it's just, that's a fucking far reach for things for you guys to do. This stuff sucks. I have not met a single person who likes this material. Okay? It becomes nasty in like less than 3 or 4 months. So this I use seldomly when I need to use some more fine-tuned work, I guess. But the sensor on that mouse is so shit as well. I mean, it gets the job done. Danny is agreeing with you. Yeah, it's a terrible, terrible material. That's just the... No, that's not the MX Master. That's the... Oh, no, MS3? I don't know which one this is. The MX Vertical or whatever? Maybe printing a custom shell for it might be something to do. I mean, I could do that. I just feel a little weird doing that because, you know, I paid for the product already. No, these are not HMX. These are KeyGeek. These are the ones everyone has been recommending over the last, like, I swear we talked about this 4 or 5 days ago. But everyone told me these are the better versions of Purple Dawns. If I find a mice that replaces the MX Master, I would switch in a heartbeat. I actually have one for you, and it's, what, the Basilisk or whatever from Razer? That has been my switch. It's on my gaming computer now. I actually been gaming a little bit with that and gaming with the... mainly I game with the, what's it called? The Sora V2. But sometimes when I'm just doing, like, when I don't want to be on this computer, and I just kind of, you know, want to get away from, like, the work area, I'll use that on my MacBook and stuff. So I've been using that. The Lambs are super nice, dude. What keyboard do you use the game? I just built it yesterday and I used it all night and it was amazing. Well, I didn't use it all night. I used it for like an hour the other night when I built it, not even last night. Getting my dates mixed up. I am now using the Bauer light with red velvet switches. Actually, these right over here. So put these switches. Should I put this in this? Yeah. The Death Adder is unironically my favorite mouse. I wish I can get something more premium feeling. Even the funny thing about premium mice though is the more premium you get, the less materials on the mouse. Truly. So that is unfortunately the way that this current market works for that. All right, let's open this case up. This is going to be a hidden screw design case, which is not my favorite in the world, but you know what? If they do it right, it's not bad.
Couldn't buy the stone and orange sonnet, but can surely buy the tea to add to my collection. Much
Hey,
love, Alex.
Zany, I hope you end up liking it, man. If mine wasn't dirty right now, because I spilled something on it yesterday, I would be 100% wearing that right now. What's the mount on this board? It is essentially an isolated top mount, but they're calling it something very, very different. Racing holes. Yeah, those mice have been killing me lately. They're so funny to look at sometimes. Fried, I hope you're doing well, man. I'm having a good day so far. I mean, nothing really has happened so far. I appreciate everyone tuning in, following, all that jazz. Oh, one thing I noticed that I forgot to mention, we'll talk about right now. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Tisk, tisk. What is this doing over here? I'm hoping that if we don't end up installing this one, it doesn't cause any weird rattling or interference. I will give them this feedback that this truly just shouldn't even be here. Like this is probably more detrimental than it is good, especially because this is essentially a top mount keyboard. So we will, well, I can't really clip it off. It's aluminum. I'm hoping we can not install it and not have a problem. I'm hoping. Tisk tisk. Oh wow, look how many RGBs. Okay, so we don't really need to touch this side of the project. Look at how many RGBs. So again, a little worried that this is going to cause some weird noises, but we'll see. I think it would have been smart of them to kind of gasket this off or something to kind of friction fit this in as well. This is interesting as well. Maybe this will reflect sound a bit differently. But I'm hoping this works out and reflects sound nicely. Yeah, we could see if these need a tighten. Nope. Okay, hold on. A lot better now that we've tightened this up. If this is something you guys pick up in the future, may want to check that. Screws, even if you tighten them at the factory, they might get loose during shipping, so double check that if you guys pick one up. But a lot better now. A lot better. Good call on that grid. Yeah, it's still going to rattle. There should even be one more screw right over here. Again, I'm hoping this doesn't affect sound signature at all. It probably won't. But look at all the diffusing stuff they have on the top over here. They have diffusing material everywhere. And what's interesting too is, I didn't even realize this from the breakdown, this is actually going to be sitting on the acrylic. So it won't sit on the base of the keyboard because of how this works. If it wants to focus. See that? And in theory, we should actually be okay not to put this mounting post on. So that should be fine. It does use 2 different bits, which is a little annoying. I love when keyboards just have like one bit everywhere for the screwdriver. And just like screws that kind of work everywhere. I feel like that's a good quality of life to have. Not really the biggest deal in the world. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Still gonna rattle though. We'll see though. Screws get loose in shipping sometimes. Yeah. I'm not gonna blame that on Wuche at all, or I just think that's just bound to happen. But yeah, definitely tighten it up. This keyboard looks like a lot of fun to rebuild. You know, in terms of that, so far it doesn't look like this is a pain in the ass. The only thing I will say is because this is a hidden screw design, you're gonna have to remove your keycaps. But to have like a mid frame, I don't deduct points for having like a mid piece over here that you kind of have to remove. There are actually some boards that they're actually quite nice with mid frames. I just think that's just kind of an extra part, which also sort of justifies, you know, it's kind of also helping justify some of this cost here as well, because this is a separate piece entirely. I saw a screw come out for the 8XV3 and actually messed up the outside of the case. Yeah, I've seen it happen too. That actually happened to my cloud line, my personal cloud line. A screw came out, rattled everywhere, and scratched the inside a bit. Not much I can do though. I think the LED part might be a bit on the as a problem for newcomers. This LED part? What do you mean? I think those come pre-installed. I want to say they do. Let's put our daughter board. So this I can already tell is going to be a pain in the ass. I really hope this ribbon cable is easy to install. This is really short. Really hope this is easy. I don't necessarily agree with the fact of them using a proprietary little daughter board for this, because I'm assuming this is proprietary. I've never seen something like this before. Again, for all brands, plates, PCBs, and daughter boards, after the group buys run or after the projects run and they never plan on selling it again, if they don't plan on stocking parts, make it open source, please. Let's make that a reoccurring theme on this channel for whenever we do projects. That would be nice. That's the ribbon cable should tell me not to worry about. I want to change switches. I was out of the game for a while. How are the HMX switches? HMXs are fine. They're a bit brighter and thinner in sound profile, so if you're into that, then go for it. But I really like the classics, like Gatoron Milky Yellows, Cherries. I mean, this Key Geek stuff's been pretty good. SWK's been good. There's a lot of good stuff right now. So this is how the keyboard's gonna sit, basically. We're gonna put these little gaskets on. And essentially, this is what's going to cause the isolated portion here. What's my current build? I keep forgetting to update that command. My bad, Rusty. This is the Dune 65. Okay, I'm not going to put one under the spacebar because I think that's just a bad thing to have. Okay. Cool. So let's just put this back on here. That just aligns like that, and then we're just gonna stick, how does it go? This side? Oh no, like this. That's just gonna sit like this, I think. How does it want us to do this, actually? Hold on one sec, guys. I think I have to take this out first. Hold on one second. Don't forget the ribbon cable. Well, I want to see how it aligns first. So I think I need to install the ribbon cable. Yeah, I need to do this now. Which is a little weird. I guess that just drops in. Okay, so I guess this installs afterwards so you can actually seat it. Ribbon cables are where my problem would be with this board for a rebuild. I mean, I understand why they're using it here. Don't get me wrong. I understand why people use ribbon cables. Am I a big fan of ribbon cables? Absolutely not. I don't like this part of the build either. I think this can be problematic, and this is a warning to anyone who buys and wants to rebuild this. See this? See how I'm lifting like this to take this off? And the whole thing's coming with me? That's because it's sitting on the weight of the USB-C connector. So you have to remove the USB-C connector over here, the daughter board, first before you take off the mid piece. Not the biggest deal in the world. However, I probably would have made this a little easier to kind of remove because I think this can cause problems for someone who might forget. Again, is this an objective flaw on this keyboard? No, but it's a quality of life flaw. And you know what, when I look at things like this, I also think, how do people who are maybe new to keyboards, how are they going to build this? Because ultimately, like, that's what we should be looking out for too, is can everyone build this without problems? And yeah, I think that can be problematic. I'm new to this hobby and have been absolutely sucked in, and I just want to say thanks for being such an invaluable resource. Thank you. I've learned an obscene amount in such a short period of time from your content. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you, dude. I try my best. I think there's always like little things that you can pick up during the streams if you watch them enough. I try to write down most of my findings on things, but thank you, man. Good call. It would be very easy to mess up the daughter board if you yoink that up. Yeah, I can see someone like lifting this and then just destroying the daughter board. Thanks for looking out for us noobs. No. It's nothing about being a noob at all.
Socks _ gifted a tier 1 sub to Elis Claffy.
Oh, Socks, thank you so much, dude. I'm not going to screw in this one here. We're going to leave this one here not screwed in for now. We'll see if that causes any problems. But it does look like we'll be fine to leave this optionally not screwed in / no gasket on it. Hell, we might even put the gasket on there just to see what it feels like afterwards, but hopefully not an issue. This ribbon cable, admittedly, was actually not as bad to put in as I thought it was going to be. It was actually quite easy. So props to them for making this at least a little bit thoughtfully designed here with the ribbon cable. Sometimes people forget about that kind of stuff. So nice. Thank you, Felix. I appreciate the Prime. Thank you. Also, another little good call out here. It doesn't look like you have to damage your switches at all to get inside where these little pieces are, because that is actually attached to the mid frame. So that's also quite thoughtful there for people who do kind of like the screwless design. Again, I'm fine either way. I could care less if screws are on my keyboard. But this does not interfere with your switches at all, which is a good thing to have. Sometimes what happens is you have to clip your switches because they actually attach that part to the top frame. But since it's on the bottom over here, it doesn't really matter.
Less than 3.
Thank you, Caro. I appreciate it. Thank you. So this now sits... So how do they want us to do this? I think it would actually be easy to do it like this. Honestly, not bad. This is not terrible assembly with the ribbon cables. I will be the first person to admit, I'm usually the first to complain on ribbon, but this is quite easy. There we go. It is screwless, yes, it is screwless. Again, this is a love and hate thing. I want to be objective with this. Screwless isn't objectively my favorite thing in the world because you have to take off keycaps. However, I understand that I think it's more of a personal bias. And you know what? This may be one of the few keyboards where I say this might actually fit the theme. It's called the Paper80. Paper doesn't have screws. It doesn't need to look kind of industrial for that reason. So perhaps this actually works for this particular keyboard. And again, I think it's more of a preference thing. The board does have a pretty look though. Yeah, I think it does. Is that a Hasselblad camera? It is. I've been using that as my main photography camera. I have no place to put my cameras right now, so they're kind of like one's on my desk, and then I have one on the photography table, and then the rest are just in storage right now, because I have no spot for them at the moment. A little bummed about that. I don't know where to put this stuff. This is nice that you don't have to clip the switches, but tiny screws, screwless designs will never... Yeah, I agree with you there. All right. So this is no foam we're doing, and we did not put anything on the bottom spacebar. This particular plate has no flex cuts. Another little interesting call out here, which I think is important to kind of mention, It looks like the stab cutouts are actually quite large, which is good. So it looks like we have some room on both the left and right side. So if you do use larger stabs, like TX stabs or stabies, you should be good here. There shouldn't be any reason why these are going to bind or get stuck in this plate, which is another little fun call out here. Because I know stabies and stuff, as much as I don't really care for them these days, I know they're still really popular. The Kenya Y8. Oh yeah, that was another fun board. The switches look so nice with this case. Let's see it from the side. It does look good. Let's plug it in, make sure it all lights up. I should have done that before. Ooh. Wait. Okay. This looks really good with the RGB. We can turn this off. You can turn this off. Don't forget, guys. This is not like you need to use this. This is optional. This looks genuinely like they diffuse this very well. That is actually really nice. Really nicely done RGB. And then I believe they also have RGB coming from the top over here. Yeah. Yeah, this looks pretty nice. So you get a little bit of that backlighting too. Now, I don't know how much of this is addressable. Yeah, we probably can. I don't know if this is VIA compatible at the moment, because sometimes that gets done later.
In the year of 2024, people still want RGB on everything.
They do. Yeah, I don't know what the hot commands for this would be. I can go and ask actually afterwards. Oh no, did I just turn on Spotify? Please don't play random music. Dim the lights so we can see. I mean, I think you guys can see. I'll dim it afterwards we put it in. But yeah, even the logo has some RGB. I would appreciate though if there were zones for this, like if I can turn off everything but the logo, or overall though, very, very well diffused RGB. One thing I'm actually seeing, which I really enjoy. I don't know if this will matter too much when I put the keycaps on, but it does look like there's no bleeding into the actual keyboard with the exceptions of where the screws are. But yeah, looks like no bleeding at the moment, which is good. Oh, I need to update my desk command. That's another thing I have to do too. Very, very nice. I'm happy with this. Just to wrap, the RGB looks so nice. Yeah, okay, RGB's looking super good. So we got some minor quality of life flaws, I'd say, with this keyboard. It doesn't prevent you from building it, but quite nice so far. The cable's from Ordinary Labs. The desk is from Ergon Office. Okay, let's take a look at keycaps. I have two options for you guys. These I got sent over from Unikey. This is the Machinist one, or I guess the Machinist Design one, and God, I don't remember the names of either one. Let me double check. Where's my little list of names? Right here. Oh my God, my knee just cracked. It's Kikobo Composition of Lines, COL, or Kikobo Machinist. Do you guys want to use one of these, or do you guys want to use a regular schmegular GMK set? COL? Just so you guys know, Unikey did send this over, so they asked us to take a look at this on stream. I like Kikobo keycaps. I always have. They sound pretty... Gregory. They sound pretty close to GMK. They're like 95% of the way there, I'd say. All right, we'll use this. Oh, it's already kind of ripped open. Actually, I was so upset with this. This was sent over by some random shipping company because I got transferred when it, like, you know how people hand off things? It was some like small shipping company it got handed off to. Dude, the person, like, there was water because it rained really heavily the other day, and there's water everywhere. And there was a small puddle in front of where they're supposed to drop this off. Everywhere else was dry enough that they could have put that somewhere. They put this, the whole box, there, again, tons of space. They put this on the water. And I looked at the guy, like I was looking at the guy like delivering it because I didn't realize he put it on the water. And when he drove off, I went to go grab it. And then I'm like, dude, I swear they did this on purpose. Like, there's no way they didn't. Like there was tons of spots they could have done it. Tons. This is going to be messed up. I mean, I don't think we're going to be doing the mess up thing with this, but... Is it the right set? Is this COL? Yeah, this is the right set. Actually, see, I want to go to the website for this. This just came in yesterday night. Unikey COL. Oh. Yeah, so they also have novelties for this, which I think they sent over as well, but pretty decent looking, like, grayscale set. Yeah. Pretty nice. Stepped bottom row? Wait, what? Stepped bottom row? Where's there a stepped bottom row? I don't see one. Are we missing that in here? Hold on, they sent over a bunch of the child kits for this too, so let me see if it's somewhere in one of these. Are you guys certain it comes with a stepped? Hold on. I think this is the novelties. Should be in the base? Yeah, so it looks like it comes within the base. It's the one thing about Keykobo sometimes. They don't... Their base kits are... Am I missing just a shit ton of keycaps from this? Why is... No, I guess I'm not. Oh wait, yeah, I am. Where's the 7U? Oh no, 7U's right here. Where's the 6.25U? I feel like we're missing a bunch of keycaps. Keykobo, I've noticed, does this sometimes, where they just forget things. I don't think it's this. Yeah, I will let Unikey know about this. But yeah, looks like there is a 6.25U spacebar missing, as well as a whole bunch of other little smidge of keycaps here. Show us the full tray. Oh shit, my bad, guys. This is what's in the tray. So it looks like we're missing a few things. I will let them know. Good to note. Keykobo's done this before though, where they've forgotten random things. Usually, Unikey and Keykobo are great for replacing these things, so you don't have to worry about it, but it is a little bit annoying. Gonna have to keep an eye out. Yeah, always keep an eye out on your Keykobo sets, because this is like the third time I've had an issue with it. I don't think there's any other like kits that I can look at here for that, so yeah, none that I can see. Nothing came with like them on the side or anything like that. Like maybe in this one? Let me just like triple check. I feel like this is something else. No, this is something completely different. Alright, that's fine. We'll just use what we have. I think it still works for us anyways, because we're using 7U today. Now I'm happy that Keykobo has so bad international kit support, so I haven't tried to reason to buy anything from them yet. I mean, genuinely though, they're good otherwise. I have not had any major Keykobo problems. This is probably the worst, where there's just missing a whole thing. But I'm wondering, too, if this was just like a one-off problem, or... We'll see, though. Also, Peanut Butter, how you doing, dude? How you doing? I think we use the red accents here, though. I do kind of want to open this novelty kit up, because these novelties are actually pretty sick. No, I have not received any bent space bars from them. I think there was 3 major issues I've had with Keykobo. So let me explain what my major issues were. My first major issue was, it's already been corrected. Original Keykobo molds were not very good. Like the alphas were pretty bad. And then on top of that, I think even some of the, more so the modifiers were even worse. They've completely fixed that. I have some like OG Keykobo sets. that had those like meh kind of stuff, but they fixed all of those since. The second major one I had was I was also missing like one single keycap from a set from Keykobo. That got sent over not privately, but separately. And then I was also missing a keycap from the Helleborus set. I think there was 2 Q's or 2 O's or something, and then Unikey sent me over the correct one. And then on one of my other sets, they forgot to pack one keycap as well. I don't remember which set it was, but that was also sent over from Unikey, I believe. My Keykobo machinist is missing a 1U. Yeah, so always make sure when you're taking a look. Otherwise, Keykobo sounds great. They do need to work on this counting stuff type thing. So this is not good when that's happening. Luckily, though, I think this works for what we're building today, but I'll let Unikey know because I think it's important for them to kind of figure that out. Oh, I did want to open this, though. This is a really nice novelty kit here. Where did I put my little knife thingy? Been good. Got some new switches today. Wuche Whites. Found them secondhand for a great price. Hell yeah. Can I ask what the price was? Always going to get a deal. This is ABS, yes. These are quite nice. These look sweet. I kind of want to put these on. These would be cool, like right here, instead of the ults. Actually, this is a very pretty looking set, though. Kind of want to. You know what? Do I put those up there? Yeah, let's do it. These would be super cool over here. Yeah, you can also use the re-legendables. But I kind of want to put these here for now. I think that actually looks pretty sick. Keykobo sounds great too, IMO. Yeah, I think they're great alternatives. However, again, just my few issues with them haven't really gone away yet, so. But genuinely pretty good so far. Maybe we'll put a re-legendable one on the escape key or something. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I very much like Keykobo more than GMK, and I will die on this hill. Keykobo legit has some really nice sets. Yeah. They do. I mean, for the most part, they've been good. I have about 9 of their sets so far. And, I mean, the rate in which I've had, small little minor issues that have been resolved has been 100% of minor issues, but it's been like 3 out of the 9 sets, like I said, I've had some little tiny issues.
Howdy Alex and chat.
Corn,
Love a good
what's up,
relaxed
dude?
Sunday with Alex keep build.
I hope it's a
Alexotos.
relaxing day. I think everyone's chilling and relaxing today, having a good one. I'm hoping. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, though. The 37 months of being here. God damn. This set looks pretty good on this. I've been more into the monochromatic kind of sets. Or just monocolor sets, just one color. Scoops better than bars all the time, dude. I would say Keykobo is still affordable. Like the base kit for this guy is what? How much? Let me see in US dollars here because it's set to Canadian. I think it's not even 100. Yeah, $89. So not bad. Fuzzy, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate that, man. MTNU is like heaven to type on. Oh, I love the MTNU profile. Fantastic, truly. Oh, we don't need this J, K, L. I wish there were more sets, though. Oh, for and I mean, slowly, all of that stuff is being worked on. Very, very slowly. MTU is so comfy, but none of the colors have spoken to me yet. I mean, that's fair. I'm hoping more and more will get released. It's genuinely a really nice profile. I think it turned out great. I think it's even for PBT. The PBT usually isn't my favorite, but on MTNU it actually has a pretty nice sound profile because of the shape. kind of thinking I put the re-legendables up here. Are you guys down for that? I think that would actually look pretty cool. Do I put them in the same order as the other ones, though? I'm kind of down for that, actually. I think that's pretty sick. If this had everything in the base kit, that would be an interesting base kit. I really wanted to try those stepped bottom rows now that you guys mentioned it. Shame it didn't have them in the box. Big shame. I guess I don't need this. We need insert, home, page up. And then these guys. And then is there another like cool 1U we can use in this? Let's put this purple one here. Cool. Alex took them out ahead of time so he wouldn't have to use them. Then I sealed it right back up at him. Pretty nice set for this. I think this set works well with this today. A little bit late, Toby. You never have to apologize, man. You don't have to worry about that. Nice. Pretty happy with this. Looks great. Bit of a shame we're missing a few keycaps, but it's okay. Let's get a little bit of a closer look at the board. The ano on this is really good, by the way, guys. I know normally, unless there's a problem, I don't really speak on the ano because I just feel like we all kind of know that's just the thing here, but it's nice. Nice little keyboard. It looks great. You can definitely tell where the RGB is. Let's plug it in one more time, just to see the RGB so you guys can better visualize it. Very well diffused because of the sheer amount of LEDs. So again, here's what that LED looks like. There is so much diffusion happening. You can see some hot spots in the reflection of the weight, but it's on the bottom of the board, so I'm not too concerned about that. There is a little bit of LED bleed where the, I guess the screw-in posts are. Not the biggest deal in the world, but some people might find that a little bit annoying. Does the board tilt if you press down on the corners? I can check. Also, Epic, thank you so much for the sub, dude. I really appreciate that, bro. No, there's still there's missing pieces. Like, there's not a 6.25 unit. It looks like there's missing some bottom row stuff. Move this board out of the way. And plug this back in. All right. Honestly, the board looks good. See side profile with the LEDs too. I don't know how to turn the LEDs off. That is the only thing I don't know how to do. Okay, let's see if the weight tilts. I'm putting a lot of pressure right now. You can see the blood on my fingers just... It's not really going nowhere. We are good. The board's not moving. You don't need to worry about that. Without a desk pad? Hold on, let me clean up my desk for that. One momento. You're right though, sometimes desk pads do kind of give it like some safety here. We have liftoff. Gonna make his desk curved again with all these tests. Yeah, that's fine. I'm willing to take that. If I press hard enough, the board's going somewhere, but that's not happening one bit. Yeah, if you press hard enough, it's gonna go somewhere, but normal typing, it's not moving one bit. So nice. Ooh, this does look really good though. This is a nice looking, this is a pretty good looking keycap set too. Sick, thank you so much for the Prime, man. I appreciate it, dude. Do the subs roll over for next stream? I wasn't gonna, but you know what? Fuck it. Yes. I'll make the next goal a little smaller. I'll maybe have to rethink that, but for today, Yes, we'll make the subs roll into the next one too. Does that sound good to you guys? I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really expect to hit the 50 until the end of stream, so. All right. This board looks like soft for some reason. I really like it. It just looks good. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe it's the keycap set kind of accents the RGB. Obviously, you can change this. You underestimate? I definitely underestimated you guys for sure. Is this VIA compatible right now? It's loading up in VIA, but
Dana does
not,
keeps
I don't
gifted
think
a
it's
tier
in
1
VIA
sub
yet.
to him underscore not underscore DC.
Thank you, Dane. Is it in Vial? No, not in Vial yet either. So I'm guessing eventually. Oh, here, keyboard shortcuts. Thank you, Adam. Jeez. Is this for the paper, though? Oh, this is just in general. But I don't know what function is. What do they have RGB set to? So nice.
Timification gifted a tier 1 sub to Shuani.
Thank you, Tim. Appreciate that, man. Hold on. What do they have changing the lights to? Switch lighting effects. So this. I don't know what they have function bound to, guys. I don't know. Function pipe. I don't know what they have function bound to on this board right now. It's fine. Don't worry about it for now. Let me check one thing. Do they have... I know this board is sounding nice already. Hold on one second. Ooh, this board sounds great already. Hold on, I don't mean to be typing. I'm just trying to figure out if I can change the RGB. I have a question. Based on your preferences, do you prefer more Neo, Tofu, or Lumen Key? Out of all those, Lumen Key. I think the Lumen Key is more of my sound signature that I like. Hold on. I really want to try finding how to change this. Give me one more second. Maybe they gave me a file for this or something. No, I don't think I have a file for it, unfortunately. That's okay. No, I don't have a file. Oh, wait. Oh, what's this? Hold on one second. They did send over some notes. Nah, never mind. It's going to have VIA support. It just doesn't have VIA support yet. Oh, wait, here. Oh, they did send me how to do it. Okay, one second. You can turn all of these off. So you can do, I guess this is function. Okay, I still don't know which one function is though. Okay, it's supposed to be in the F keys. I guess I could test it in VIA really quick. It could also be left side, yeah. Let me just see. What if I like... No, it's supposed to be this key. Maybe the key is not plugged in right. One second. Maybe I accidentally borked my key here. No, should be as a function key here. It could just not be set up. Yeah, it could also be old firmware. So I'm not gonna like lose sleep over this at the moment. Yeah, because it's not even registering as a function layer. It's okay. Let's not worry about it. Let's just type on the board, shall we? We're using the KeyGeek Purple Dawn switches with Keykobo keycaps. There's no foam. This is the Paper80. We did decide to not put any mounting post or gasket underneath the spacebar. So that is not present. Again, no foam, aluminum plate. Let's see what the keyboard sounds like. We may have to tune up the stabs, so just be patient with me here. This is already sounding good. Let me take off one earbud because I'm excited. Little HJ test. These are stock, technically. Only one or two of them was touched up. I'm surprised at the sound profile out now from this board. Spacebar is a little bit glassy sounding, for lack of a better word. Could also be the Keycap spacebar. I'm going to try with the GMK and then switch out the switch. I love these alphas, though. The mods also sound good, too. Oh, shit. Let me just unplug this. Okay, I'm surprised that this sounds like this because I genuinely thought, because this is standing on something, like sometimes a lot of these keyboards that have like these kickstand type of things don't sound super good. For this being a top mount style keyboard anyways, because you are kind of screwing it in, I don't even know. Like, maybe this doesn't really feel like a top mount. This genuinely doesn't. Maybe they did leave some tolerance room in between kind of where you're screwing this in, so it does kind of sit like a traditional gasket, because there is a mid piece there, right? So maybe they did do something a little different against the grain of what a traditional top isolated mount would be. Yeah, it's kind of like just sitting in between this screw and stuff. So I wouldn't say it feels like a traditional top mount, so you don't get that like firmness of one. You can see even from here there's some movement happening. You know what? Not bad for feeling here. It's kind of that like beautiful in between. So let's actually just try a different space bar for the time being. Does that sound different to you guys, the GMK one? Yeah, the GMK one sounds so good. It's lower in tone. And remember when I said I think these are about 95% of the way there when it comes to Keycap? Keycap still has like the same thing that every other ABS keycap has, which is the space bars just are not GMK. So try some GMK alphas. We'll try H and J. I don't think the alphas are going to be like the biggest difference. Here, we'll just type on them before. Like, do I think the Keycap sounds bad though? Absolutely not. I don't hear much difference here. There's not much of a difference on the alphas. I would say it's, if you're going to say slightly, I don't think it's brighter. I think it's slightly more well-rounded, but it's so hard to notice. I don't even think we need to change the switch. Dude, this is nice. All right, Paper80 is hidden. This might be my favorite release ever from Wuche. Truly. I think this is one of the best releases they've had. Not perfect. There's still some minor things in which I think quality of life wise can go a long way. Even just in terms of like longevity of a board, it's not perfect. But this is genuinely one of their better releases, if not their best release. Again, you know what's crazy about this? I'm going to stress this, dude. I'm going to stress this right now. If you want all the little things that we didn't like, I would suggest maybe just going through the stream really quick. I'll kind of give a tie-up. Maybe I'll remember everything. I probably have to go through it as well. Guess what they did different here? Just like what QWERTY Keys did, what NeoLab did, basically, or Neo did. Can anyone guess why I think they did a better job with this board? Not even visually, just internally, versus the predecessors of their boards. Not the 1.6, because they've all been releasing 1.6s recently too. Dude, Rob fucking has it. I knew Rob would get that right away, dude. They focused on one mounting style. Again, you can do two, and you can do two well. But they did one mounting style, and they said, you know what? Let's just work on getting this one to sound good. I'm really hoping this wave of like 9 different mounting styles that are all kind of weird, you know, they don't all work super well. I'm hoping that kind of disappears into the background a little bit. It's cool on paper, but it never actually works super great. And I feel like you're over-engineering something. They did one that works super well, and I think they knocked it out of the park with this. It does feel unique. I will give them that. I think this, if you didn't tell me this was top mount or isolated top, which again, kind of feels like it's the way you screw it in, it feels like it's supposed to be like that. I'm guessing they left a little bit of tolerance in between that so it doesn't feel like it's super tight towards the top frame. And I also think it's sitting on the acrylic mid piece, or is it acrylic? Let me triple check the material here. Let's see. It could be polycarbonate. I could be wrong. Does it say? Yeah, acrylic. It's an acrylic mid piece. It's sitting on something like that opposed to the aluminum bottom. I actually think that's a pretty interesting choice as well. So it does kind of change the sound signature and feel a little bit too, right? So you know what? I like this. Wine is like the promo color. It's gorgeous, but I think it'll be the most common chose. The wine color, really, I think it's like my least favorite of all the colors. Yeah, the acrylic also might act as like a force break here too, Platey, which is interesting. Again, to sum up the things I didn't like, because I think we've already kind of talked about the things we like about this board. You know, the visuals, the internals are really well done for this. I actually quite like the mid piece being acrylic here too. I think that works for this board. There is some RGB bleed. Obviously, if you use foam, that's just not going to happen, but not everyone's going to use foam. I didn't use foam today. I think I would like to see some other plates. I don't know if they listed a whole bunch of plates they have for this yet. It does seem like on their IC page, there's going to be aluminum PC and FR4. I would like to see the FR4 with no flex cuts as maybe an option. I'm not going to get super upset about that. None of these are objectively bad things, by the way. They're just kind of preferences and things that I can think could make this whole process better for people. Another small thing, which I think this is the more critical of all of them, the mid frame. So the USB connector is on the top, right? The daughter board. If you saw back, I couldn't actually install the daughter board first, then apply the acrylic. I have to put in the acrylic and then drop in the daughter board. And as you guys saw, you kind of have to undo the daughter board every single time you want to get into your PCB. It's not the end of the world. It's 2 extra screws, but I can already foresee someone's going to forget that down the road and then yoink the acrylic piece and damage their daughter board. Again, in combination, because this is not universal, this is proprietary, that might cause problems for people in the future. Is it an objective flaw? It's objectively a flaw, but it's not something that might, ruin your process with this board. I think it depends on the person. So something I think that could be cleaned up somehow or just done better somehow. Don't really like that. Past that, the screws not being super tight in the case is not a big deal. I don't really see anything else that I absolutely hate about this. Maybe I missed one or two of my other little small objective criticisms here. But yeah, it's not bad. You may not prefer that it's a hidden screw design. Maybe that's not for you because then you have to take off all the keycaps. Oh yeah, layout support. Thank you so much, V-Rug. We talked about that towards the beginning. It has ISO support, but oddly enough, doesn't have split left or split right. I think split backspace is kind of excusable in this case because I don't know too many people who are doing split backspace TKLs. Telly, thank you. Appreciate the 5 tier 1s. Damn. But genuinely, the layout support just feels like a mixed bag. It feels like they tried to do ISO, which I appreciate, but then they missed 2 key points, which is weird. Normally, Wuche's not forgetful like that when it comes to layout support that I've seen. I'm going to put a GMK set on this later. These switches are really nice, too. I like these more than the HMX ones, the Purple Dawns. The Key Geek versions are way better. You guys are so right on that. They included a spare one for me, but I can't imagine they're going to do that for everyone. They should include one spare one, in my opinion. I do agree. Overall, though, pretty nice looking board. You may not like the fact that it's 20 mil front height. Maybe that's too high for you. I think, again, that's just on the right point for what I like. You may not like the side profile. You may not like the RGB. But I think overall, genuinely a pretty looking keyboard. One of Wuche's best releases so far. Like I said, if not one of the best. So, China ISO doesn't include split left shift by default. I know because the first PCB designer I got was from China and they thought it was the weirdest thing ever when I asked for split left. That's fair, but I think ultimately Wuchei's at a point where that's kind of like a weird excuse at this point because they've done a ton of keyboards. You know what I mean? But I get what you're saying there. It could be like a regional thing. Totally get that. Here's the RGB in case someone wanted to see it around the paper logo. Genuinely very well diffused. Would have loved this to be an 18 mil front height. I think preference-wise, I would have liked just a smidge shorter. But damn, pretty good. $299 price point too. Genuinely, for what you're getting here, not bad. $300 I think is a pretty decent little deal here for what you're getting. I don't think it's outrageously priced, which is great. You can turn off, looks like from their instructions, let me double check one more time here. It looks like you can turn off, looks like, I'm not positive, it looks like you can turn off the mid case and leave the paper. Switch the mid case lighting effect. I'm assuming, I don't know. But I can't test it right now. But if they can do that, where you can do these separately, that'd be really sweet. And you guys said you wanted to see it with the lights off too, right? I don't know how I'm going to do this. One second. Let me turn off the light. It's moving real fast though. This is like too fast of a lighting effect for me, but pretty cool. It's not bad. Like, I think that's pretty neat. Here it's from the top. I don't think you can do that from what I've heard. I saw someone do a build recently that was the complaint. Again, I can't test it right now because I don't seem to have like a function key right now. I just don't know what's that bound to. I might have old firmware. But again, I would suggest if they can do that, make that possible. Make that possible for them, for people to turn off the two zones of lighting. I don't see why that wouldn't be possible. Maybe I'm just not experienced enough with like these type of things, but that would be cool if you can turn off zones. Are we doing the tier list really quick? Wait, desserts? What was the other one we're supposed to do? We're supposed to do like kitchen gadgets? Great streaming as always. Got to support the homie marshmallows. Ain't no worries. We're going to do a quick little tier list and then we're going to head off for the day. But okay. Okay, Wuchei. I'm liking this board. This might be, again, I hate to say it because I do like what Wuchei does, but I'm very enthusiastic about this one. Normally, I've been kind of on the fence with most of their boards recently. I've been kind of like, I can see it, but not quite for me type thing. Like their last release, it was okay. It wasn't my favorite. We did a candy bar tier list, yeah. Wait, were we supposed to do kitchen appliances or do you guys want to do desserts? We'll save enemy tier list for a shorter build day. That's for another day, I think. Where was the one Adam linked originally? Do we have that still somewhere? Oh no, I have it. I still have it open. Is that what you guys want to do? No, the Freya was the one before the last board. I don't remember what it was called. The Freya was also in the middle. I don't think the Freya was like the most solid of all releases. I think that was kind of like a meh release as well. But it worked and it sounded okay. It was just an okay board. Visually though, it was very out there. Alright, I feel like this is going to be kind of one of those tier lists right now that maybe we don't all agree on. So I guess the first one's a garlic press. Or is this a garlic press or a cheese grater? I don't know. I just use a knife, man. I'm gonna give this a B. A spatula is S tier, dude. I love spatulas. It's a potato smasher. I've never used it, so I'm gonna hit it with a D. I've obviously never needed it in my life. Okay, I'm gonna hit you guys with something right now. This is the most overrated piece of kitchen appliance right here, dude. Overrated. You don't need fancy schmancy ones. Just get one of the ones that... Nah, dude. You can just get one of the plastic ones. It's it for me. That's too much. This is great. I'm going to give that an A. Is this just supposed to be a stainless steel pan? Like, the wok's great. I'm going to hit this with A as well. You weird man. Oven mitts? Bro, I'm not going to lie to you guys. At one point in my life, I tried to do everything barehanded, burned myself so many times. I'm going to give these an S tier, dude. Oven mitts are sick. Okay, let me explain. I like freshly ground pepper. What I'm trying to say is I don't need to go buy myself a fancy one. I'll go buy myself a cheap one. I'm assuming we're talking about a fancy ground pepper machine. Or do we just mean ground pepper in general? I don't have a wooden one, guys. I'm not fancy like that. I just got a plastic one. Okay, any ground pepper? A tier then. Fine. I use it with all my stuff. A coffee machine? A drip coffee machine? I don't use one. I'm gonna hit that with a D. Pour over, baby. Pour over is superior in every single way, in my opinion. A spatula? I mean, you gotta use a spatula for certain things. So nice. Who just bought a sweater? Thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. A mason jar. Why are these even here? Is this a kitchen appliance? Why is a mason jar here? I'm gonna hit that with a D, dude. That's just a storage container. Oh, dude, no. Fire extinguisher? Bro, easy. Just don't cause a fire. I don't even know where to put this. I guess A, because it's for safety. A baking sheet? I feel like this is essential. You need this for certain things. I'm going to hit a baking sheet with A. They're good, I guess. Hey, Toby, you know what I'm putting this as S? Fine, okay? I don't need that. I don't need that negativity. Is this one of the lemon zesters? I'm going to be honest. I've only used this like 4 times. I guess it's good. Maybe I'm not at that level of cooking yet. I'm going to give it a B. A ladle? Oh, bro, I don't make flavored water. I mean soup. So I'm going to hit that with a D. I don't really use that. A milk container? I think that's what this is. Or I guess a water jug. D. You don't really need this. Glasses? I mean, I guess when you pour some water, I suppose. Just a container for liquid. Forks and... Okay, dude, what the fuck is this list, dude? What is this right now? You need some forks and knives and utensils. I'm in it with A because half the times if I can eat with my hands, I'm eating with my hands. Dude, what the hell is this list? Tongs? Yeah, I could use some of these things. I don't think I've ever used this, but I know people that use it for certain things. I don't use these myself. Cast iron this? I've never used this. I don't even own one of these. I'm in with C because I don't even own it. Actually, we'll hit D. I don't even own this. A microwave? Bro, this is overrated. Microwaves suck. C. A smoker? Is it like a smoker barbecue? You don't need this. I'm gonna hit it with D. The cast iron is A tier? Oh, hold up. What is this? Ice cream maker? I don't even own half these things. Have you never had smoked ribs? It's the problem. Here's my criteria right now. Everyone, hear me up for 1 second. I don't own 90% of these things because I never once had the space for them. So, I'm basing it off of stuff that I own or have used. I'm sure smoked ribs are great. I've never made myself smoked ribs. We are so spoiled. I've never had half these things, okay, guys? I don't got the space for any of these. At one point in my life, I was living in a place where you can't even buy a barbecue. All right? Because it was against the rules. So, I'm basing off that, all right? A bowl? Was this Adam who linked me this list? Like, a bowl's useful, yes. It was Adam, right? Adam sent this over? A vacuum sealer? I don't know who this... I've never owned one of these. A rolling pin is great, sure. What is this? Towels? Yeah, you need towels. This is so, dude. This is literally Adam. It's just like it's. I can just picture it's over there with everything that he says. It's right there, Alex. Yeah, you need a pot, I guess. S tier. A cheese grater. I don't use one of these, so I'm gonna see. I have one, but I don't use it. Is this a crock pot or a rice cooker? I don't know, or one of those Instapot things. I'm assuming this is an Instapot, right? If it's an Instapot, I don't own one. Okay, I don't own an Instant Pot. What is this? I don't even know. I'm gonna hit that with D. I don't even know. A whisk? I think I've used a whisk once ever in my entire life. What is this? D tier. I don't know what the fuck this is. A muffin tray? If you make muffins, sure. Hit this with B. Measuring cup? Yeah, you need one of these. We own one of these when we bake. It's great. So that's great there. Another pot. I'm gonna hit that with A because you need pots. Is this a deep fryer? I don't own one. I'm assuming that's a deep fryer, right? You guys, whoever has all these is privileged, dude. I don't even know a single human being who owns all of these utensils or these appliances. A funnel? I don't even have a funnel. What must be nice? I don't have one of these. These are probably really great. These standing mixers. We don't own one. A straining pot, very good if you make pasta. Is this rope? What is this? Twine? Adam, what the fuck list is this, dude? Adam is now banned from sending me lists. An espresso machine I don't own. I don't know what this is. Twine to tie meats? That's fancy, dude. I've never done that in my life. Measuring spoons. Is this a pizza stone? I've always wanted one, but I've never had the chance to purchase one. A meat thermometer is nice if you're new to cooking meats. A spritzing bottle? Don't own one. Is this another deep fryer or something? I don't know what this is. I don't own it. Bread maker? Don't own it. A big pot? I'm just labeling this as a big pot. A cast iron pan is better than S tier, dude. This, hold on, wait a second. We need to make something better than S tier. Add row above. This is God tier. No, not God toe. God tier. That is, I can just have this and I can cook 90% of what I need to do. That is 100% the best thing on this list. Air fryer is pretty A tier or S tier as well. Air fryers are sick. What is this, a blender or a juicer? No, this is a juicer. I don't have one. I've always wanted one, but they're kind of pricey for good ones. What is this? Is this a rice cooker? I can't tell from these little photos, guys. I can't even open this in a new tab. I don't know what this is. This is a blender. A blender is nice. We make this sometimes. A toaster is good. Of course, they use like one of the cringy brands. Smeg is such an over popular brand. Kind of ugly looking too. Oh, I don't know what this is. I don't know what. I'm gonna put this in D. Bro, like, what is this? The kitchen? The kitchen is next up on the list? Yeah, I hope you're cooking in one. It's a privilege to. Adam, what is this? Did you even like screen this, Adam? Yeah, this is great to have. If it's a fancy kitchen, then I don't got one. Well, like, if it's just a regular kitchen, like an area designated to cook, then sure. A barbecue I don't own, but I'm sure they're great. I'm sure they're great, dude. I don't own one, though. I don't know what this is. A fridge? Bro, like... A fridge? Really? Yeah, fridges are great, dude. A tier. Fridges are fantastic. It's a French fridge, though. I don't have a mortar and pestle. Parchment. I Alright, I'm not ever doing Adam lists again, dude. Parchment paper? Is that really an appliance? Is this cling wrap? Cling wrap? Sure. It's a tool. Where did Adam even go, dude? He sent us this terrible ass list and then he just dipped out of stream. So nice.
Time to line up more commissions because after this tier list it's clear you should stick to takeout.
Yeah, I guess so, dude. Toaster oven. Didn't we do toaster oven? These are S tier. What is this? Oh, this is a rice cooker. These are S tier. This is our most recent appliance purchase because we didn't have one before because we had no room for it. Now we got like one cabinet space extra of room, so we were able to put it in there. That was our first purchase as a new appliance. I don't know what this is. A handheld mixer? I don't have one. Is this a garlic press? I don't know what this is. Is this a can opener? A tier. A kettle? A tier. A bowl? S tier. A knife? S tier. Another different type of knife that I don't know which one's which? S tier. A microplane thingy? I think we own one. I don't know. A? I don't got one of these hand mixer things. Plates? Jesus. Yeah, plates are great. I don't have a little scale thingy anymore. A wooden spoon? Yeah, they're great. I don't got one of these. Aluminum foil. Tupperware. We got a few of those. And I don't make alcohol. God, what a weird list, dude. I feel scammed. Dude, I can't even imagine owning a kitchen big enough for all of these appliances. And I'm sure there's more appliances, dude. Hold on, we need to like to do a better one after this. Cleanse us with this list? Oh, dude, for real. Alright, let's do a little cleanse, guys. That was something different. I don't even want to think about that list. That was like, hey, do you like wearing socks? Like, that was just like generic, like, do you like wearing clothes when it's cold? Like, yes. Thanks. Adam's lists are cursed. Yeah, it's like, do you like eating with your mouth? Yeah. Thanks. Toy Story. Toy Story is S tier. You know, okay, to be honest, I'm going to hit these two with S tiers. I don't think I've watched Toy Story 4. So I'm going to leave it at the bottom here. Toy Story 3 is also S tier. I love Toy Story. Bugs. Fuck, dude. I'm going to hit you guys with, this is also fucking S tier. I loved Bugs Life. Finding Nemo? It was S tier. I was gonna give it A tier because I don't think it really hit with me. Dory was A tier. I don't think Dory. Actually, we'll give that B. I don't think Dory was super good. Maybe I'm the only person here. I didn't love Monsters Inc. So I'm gonna hit that with A. This I didn't watch. Incredibles I'm not a fan of. I've tried watching them. I don't really care for them. I'm gonna hit all the Incredibles and C. Don't hate me, I've never seen any of the Cars movies. Ratatouille was A, I'd give it an A. WALL-E was great. WALL-E's an S tier. Add row above. Oh, I keep feeling toe. Up is in its own category. Up is up there, dude. Up is at the very top. It's tippity top tier. There's nothing better than Up on this list. I don't think so yet, anyways. Up was real good. I liked Up. Brave was B tier for me. Didn't really do anything. Ooh, fuck. Actually, hold on one sec. This is more recent. Inside Out and Inside Out 2 were really good. I sort of really think Inside Out. That's why I'm kind of conflicted. I think this should go top tier. Even the second one was really good. I'm going to give those both top tier. They're more recent additions to this, but I got to admit, the story that's presented in all of those, like what it's supposed to be, is really good. Like the lessons that you can probably learn and just like awareness of like different feelings. I think that belongs on its own with Up. They were really good. If you guys have not seen those, by the way, I didn't know what they were going into them. Inside Out was amazing. Inside Out 2, I'm not really super sentimental watching some of these things. Like I try, like not that I try, but it normally doesn't really get me like that. But it held my attention. 2 is better. I think they were both good. Oh, I've never seen The Good Dinosaur. Maybe I'll watch that tonight. Ooh, Coco was good. I'm gonna give Coco S tier. Luca was also good. I would give it A tier. I think Coco was better. I have never watched this one. This was good too. I want to give it extra points because Toronto, but I'm gonna give it an A tier. I liked Going Red or Turning Red or whatever it was called. I've never seen Lightyear. I've heard good things though. What's this one? Elemental. Oh, I watched that. I'd give that B. It wasn't really for me. No Sunday photos today. We'll do that tomorrow or something. Good Dino is so good. All right, I'll watch that tonight. I want to watch a movie tonight anyways. I don't think I'm doing much tonight, so good rankings here. Incredibles. I don't like it. It was not for me. Incredibles was just not something I was into. Just like Despicable Me. I don't know if that was Pixar. I don't think it was, but it was just not for me, dude. The rest is all unwatched. I have not watched a single one of those other ones. I actually should watch Buzz Lightyear too. I kind of agree with this ranking. Not as controversial. I think this was pretty good, right? This was one of the better rankings I've done. I've never seen Cars. What year did Cars come out? It might have been after, like in my teenage years. Maybe I wasn't into that kind of stuff. I don't think I was. So I was 14 then. So yeah, 15-ish. 15, 16 years old when it came out. It wasn't probably my age group that was into it. Why'd you say damn like I'm old? I'm 16 and all my friends like Cars? What you mean now type? But I feel like when it came out, it was just a different vibe and era. No, as in no Cars. Okay. Cars is okay. I don't know. It just didn't interest me, and I never ended up watching it. I'm sure it's really good. I just have never seen it. I can't give it a ranking because I've never seen it. 1999 to 2012. Yeah, I mean, for me, it was like my childhood movies were probably between 96 when I was like 5 or 6 years old to like 2005, 2006, something like that. Maybe. Past that, I think I tried to get into different things. Yeah, okay. Himmel knows what I'm talking about, dude. It was like maybe a different time, maybe a different era. It was just like, wait, Alex, you were born in the early 90s? I was born in the 1900s. Indeed. Early 90s. I was born in 91. No, I'm born in 91. Oh, my stupid coaster keeps getting stuck to the bottom of this. Noticeable? You look young for your age. My hair's really messy today, but I really appreciate that, dude. I really appreciate it. 94 here? I get it. I guess I'm more into cartoons than the average guy. No, I mean, I was just into different things. I think I just got into different types of media. And I think maybe I looked at some of this stuff and was like, yeah, it's childish. I don't want to watch it. You go through that when you're 15, 16 years old. All right, guys. Fun stream. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been trying to make a very, very vigilant effort into not making streams like an hour and a half. I've been really enjoying like these longer streams where we can chit chat and like chill. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think I've kind of hit my vibe with streaming again lately. I don't know. I've just been really enjoying going live, like really enjoying it, and I hope that shows. It's been a lot of fun. So I feel like we can all hang out more, but like better. I feel like I'm just less stressed too. I don't know why. But I appreciate you coming in. We're gonna be doing giveaways every day for every day of September that I stream, not every day of September. So more stream days coming soon with more giveaways. Like I said, there'll be one every single time I stream for the year, or for the September, not the year. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I think it shows you definitely do seem more relaxed. I think it's just because we've kind of settled in as well. And honestly, I think I'm less stressed about like living downtown. So, and I don't have that many things to give away, but just for September. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Let's go find someone to raid. I hope this was enjoyable. I hope we learned some stuff about the Paper80. Honestly, I think it turned out real good. Let's go raid Marshmallows. She's building Buddy Girl 65. That sounds sussy. Oh my god. Which is my... This one. Sharpen your swords, re-raiding? Absolutely. Did you find your unicorn? Hey man, don't remind me about that one. I don't know where the hell it is still. I haven't finished going through all the boxes yet, but there's one box left and I'm really hoping that it's in there. If not, I have no idea, dude. No idea. It's okay. Losing a corn is wild. No, dude, let me quickly explain before it raids. I put it in a hard shell case, and I specifically remember putting it inside a box saying, I don't want to damage this. And now I can't find the hard shell case. It's okay. We'll find it. I have a good feeling about it. We're going to find it. I'm just a little panicked right now that we can't find it. So anyways, guys, I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think we're streaming tomorrow. I'll post a schedule later today for the entire month. There's a lot of streams for September. Quick little thing too, if you guys want to get builds done, my October slots, I can already tell you they're probably going to go fill up fast because I think like 5 or 6 slots are already being filled right now. Email me. We can get something going. But past that, guys, I enjoy every single day with you guys. Love you. Thanks for being here. I can't show my appreciation enough. I hope for people who went to the meetup yesterday that you guys had fun at Keyblife. But until then, see you guys. Bye until tomorrow. Love you.